cash is just not right. He begs for money night and day, for all of the games he wants to play. He must hit the goal or he don't win. He needs the cash to pay for gin. Dogs that fill his pocket today. He needs your tips and you must pay. Dogs that fill his pocket tonight. He needs your cash, it's just not right. They love to hate him, yes they do. He'll hit his goal and that's true. Tune in and watch his sad decline. No money, honey, watch him whine. Whine. Yes, they do. He'll hit his gold, and that's true. Tune in and watch his sad decline. No money, honey, watch him whine. Watch him whine. Talks that fill his begging today. He needs your tips and you must pay. Tonight, he needs your cash, it's just not right. Why? Talk not right. That's just not right.
No. What an ass!
He's a bum!
Do you know how hard?
He's an ungrateful beggar bum!
Do you know how hard it was for me to hold it in? Every time he said, hey! And I thought we were being obvious. Hey?
Yeah.
I thought we were being like as obvious as possible.
No, I mean, we were like literally trying to get rid of him.
Fuck.
It's like when you like throw it. What's that scene where they throw the rocks at the dog at Old Geller to make him go away?
Yes.
Or some shit like this. It's like, go! We don't want you here. You fucking
In the heart of the city where the shadows dance stands the Kino Casino, a house of chance where PPPP and Andy with a watchful eye oversee the games where fortunes rise or die. The jokers are wild, the deer that's cold as stone, as the night goes on and the stories are told. Desperate souls with dreams in their hands game all their lives in this dangerous land. Felted tables where the losers cry, clinking glasses, card flips, and winners' battle cries. In the Kino Casino, under flickering lights, the games of chance never cease day or night. Felted tables where the losers cry, clinking glasses, card flips, and winners' battle cries. In the Kino Casino, under flickering lights, the games of chance never cease day or night.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back. It is time to roast everyone's favorite e-beggar yet again. And I've got a lot to share. Apparently, after hitting all of his goals this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, he had quite a low support stream today. And as you can imagine, he basically melted down like a child having a temper tantrum, like literally bitching at the audience. Oh, we're going to get into it, but we'll take a moment to recognize the live chat, both the Kick and the YouTube chat, as well as the Twitch feed and Twitter feed. Welcome, one and all. We've got a kind and generous Ginny for you, Z, who's a Praise the Cash member already. Very generous. Gifted a True Seekers membership, which is why you should become a YouTube subscriber here, because then you're eligible. And I couldn't think of a better person to be gifted a subscription than Arlene, our moderator. She's on Patreon, but not a YouTube member. So thank you, Ginny. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to see it go to somebody good. Ginny U4Z with kind and generous Praise the Cash membership gifted. So we thank you for that. So thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. So I'm a little short of time this week, so we're just going to try and get right into it. Just bear with me one moment. I've got a bunch of videos of Darkside Phil to share. I think we're going to begin with the him freaking out over the low support, because those are always funny, right? Yeah. So Darkside Phil thinks viewers have infinite money, and he's entitled to their money, right? He's entitled to it. This is the way that he runs his show. And during this rant of his, he's kind of like, I don't see anything wrong with stopping and begging. I don't see anything wrong with it. All I'm doing is stopping the stream to beg. There's nothing wrong with that, according to Phil. And I'm here to tell you, it's cringeworthy every time. And the fact that he doesn't like realize that, like, gee, something's wrong here. Like, people are very turned off all of a sudden. Yeah, they're turned off by the constant begging and shaming the audience. Like, how dare you people not support me while I play this game? He is so entitled to the money. Like, it's his money. Everybody else is just holding on to it for him. At least that's how it appears to me. I don't know. And by the way, I want to thank my audience for a great week of support. See that, Phil? That is how it's done. You don't shame your audience. You thank them for whatever support they give you. And the fact that he hit goals Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then, it's just a little slow. You're going to have a slow stream. Maybe a lot of people didn't show up. Maybe people, I don't know. Yeah, while I lose this game. Give me money while I lose this game. Yes. And Archaic Revival says, well, it's only May. I was going to wait until December so I could give Darkside Phil my full year's pay, bro. It is cringeworthy, but let's get into this to begin with, because I don't know why. Call it a guilty pleasure of mine, but him crying and complaining that there's not enough people giving him free money is just, it's just cringy. Let's get into it, friends.
Yes,
Oh, and I don't really need to, but I'll put a fair use banner up. No, I don't even need to do that. 1 second here. Let's just get into it. This is fair use. This is a transformative work. We're educating the public and critiquing the video and the e-beggar we are playing. This is a lesson in how not to run a stream, my friends. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not bold enough. Like, maybe or I have this thing called shame and pride. Like, I don't know how he does this day after day after day, this constant nagging his audience, complaining to his audience, begging, like a crackhead every single day of his life. It is something else, friends. Let's get into it.
Since I did kick Jet slow, there's no predictions today. I know, and I'm focusing on the game. You know, I have to. So I haven't been talking with chat. So it's like dead everywhere. It's dead on YouTube. It's dead on Kick. Like I said, this is the kind of game that 100% needs your attention because of the action. But I don't know if it's necessarily the most entertaining game in this game.
He's a bum and a camper. Yes. He looks malnourished. Yeah, not enough DSP tries it lately, I guess.
Like, I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if you guys are liking it.
They really should hook up, yes. Yeah, they really should.
I got all the challenges done, but I lost all my revives.
Something else. This is just something else. The crying starts in a moment.
Okay. The next chess chapter is the Ancestral
What do you expect
4.
from someone who married a horse?
Hopefully, we'll actually do this today.
Okay.
We'll get to finish this by today, and then we'll be
It
starting.
makes me ashamed to be a military veteran, Caleb says. Yeah. Suffer, piggy.
You know, 22 chapters, there's quite a lot, right? I wonder if there will be any other shorter chapters, or if they're all long now. I don't know. People were saying the game's only 15 hours long. It sounds ridiculous to me. We're almost 10 hours in now.
Yeah, and, he received 480, so
we're
good day.
At 9 out of 22. So.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that Xbox nuisance. I have that. 6 million views.
The grenade launcher now.
His shitty Doom gameplay
stuff,
got
guys. I hope you're
6
enjoying.
million views.
And let's take a break. I'll come back in the next part with more Doom: The Dark Ages. Okay. Yeah, I am just going to take a brief break here, everybody.
Another glorious pig roast, yes.
Resting up.
And let's get some subs. I'll do some Kick shout-outs while we're here as well. Let's recognize the Kick friends over in the Kick chat.
Difficult. I'm not playing it on that.
Hopefully our stream started up today.
Guys,
yeah, okay. So I don't know what happened yesterday.
What's
no
going
kick,
on today
no
with
kick
support?
show.
We're at $28.
PPP crack
with
child.
90 minutes left on the stream. What's
Bagel
going on?
Bite, Scuba Steve, Cash
Usually
Bar
we do much
Wedding
better.
are over in the Kick
Doom
chat.
has done great. Last night, people came out and were really supporting Doom heavily. Said it was a great stream, wanted to support it. What is going on right now? Daytime stream of Doom and $28.
Well,
is it because I played
you've
too much
already,
of this game?
yeah, maybe you've already
So
extracted all the money that your audience has for the week, you fucking greedy pig.
Say, oh, everyone else is ahead of you and plays more than you. You should really focus on the new releases right away. So this week I decided to do that. I said, hey, I actually will focus on this game to try to get as far as I can this week. And now look what's happening. Yeah, like literally everything I did this week is done better. The only thing that we didn't hit a goal so far this week was Call of Duty. But that's understandable. I've been playing that since the fall, and even then that stream...
You notice he always does it? Oh, this is the lowest supported stream ever. This is the lowest supported stream ever. Well, they can't all be. So at what point is he just straight lying to his audience to guilt them into pity donations, right? And Moths love detraction with a fun DSP fact. This is great. Did this really happen? I bet you it did. Fun fact, DSP threw a half a pound of ground beef into the trash can because he was too lazy to put it back in the fridge. Well, what are you going to do? Like, that is... That just sounds like something he would do, but thank you for your kindness. Moth loves detracting.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, guys, come on. This is the lowest supported stream all week. I mean, really. Come on, guys. You know, like, I don't know what's going on out there. Oh, man. Mooching baldness.
And we did good. We just didn't hit the goal. This is like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like no one cares. Like I said, both chats seem to be at very low chat rates. Not a lot of people are talking. Yeah, even attendance isn't that great. We don't even have 300 viewers for Doom. Did you know that?
Because you're boring. And you suck at playing games, you loser. You fucking begging loser crackhead.
And exactly. And I did a higher difficulty because you guys wanted me to. I didn't do the usual default medium.
The detractors got him to set it to a higher difficulty so he would fuck up and be even more terrible at the game than he was on the lower difficulty setting. He is so manipulatable, this guy. You'd think he would know by now not to.
So your excuse is, oh, he plays on easy mode. No, I'm actually on hard. So it's not that either.
Easy mode.
The Blimp says, I'm a little overdue. I like yesterday's Expedition 33 stream. Seems like Doom is on every day. Well, it has been. I'm doing it once a day so we can get really far this week. And then next week, maybe we can even wrap it up, but I don't know. Artsy Man says, when your shield stops working, it means it takes too much damage and needs to recharge, not glitching. Remember, I went out and I did all optional stuff, wasn't fighting, and it still wouldn't work. So, what is there something that makes it not recharge or something? It wouldn't work at all. I had to throw it, and then when it came back, it was fully charged. I think there's a bug. There are
Ugg is here.
Where, yes,
With a kind and generous 50 SEK. I don't even know what that is, but we'll take it. Praise the cash, bitches!
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Well, now I have 50 SEK, whatever that is.
This is not a late night chill game. What the hell are you talking about?
That's Swedish krona.
Out of your mind.
So yeah, that's about $5. We'll take it. It's one for the gold. Thank you, Ugg. Very kind and generous of you.
I don't know. No one seems to have an answer.
He never has over 300.
We do have lower attendance today than we had the last three times. And obviously support is,
why is the support low? Probably because your content is
since
crap.
I started playing the game. You realize that, right? All the support
This
I got
guy can make literally everything boring.
Wow.
Get him, chat. I don't even have to. I'll just read the chat comments. Phil is way more beholden to the detractors than he admits. That his whole life is the
he says it takes a
detractors.
few seconds to recharge. The reason you could throw it is because it's available to use. There's a delay. You can then put it back up after the
Sasha
throw.
N,
What
what are you using to create those Phil animations? I used a still from Duty. Thank you, Duty. Shout out to Duty. And
I think that is a glitch.
yeah, AI. You can use it. There's plenty of different AI animators. You could take a picture and it'll animate to a audio file you upload. Well, thank you, Sacha N. Yeah, those are some of my favorite. It's Bumside Phil. He holds the gameplay hostage until he hits a certain amount. Yeah, he doesn't even start playing until people start donating.
No, because it's not valid.
The definition of an energy vampire. Oh, I agree. 100%.
You know what you're saying doesn't make sense. That's like saying, oh, people don't
Yes,
have
big
infinite
ups
money.
to
That's
Dooney.
right. So every streamer today isn't streaming. No one's been doing anything today, right? Right? There's no business today. There's nothing going on today, right? Everything's shut down because no one has any money. It's just an invalid.
Yeah, I was
statement.
wondering if Sacha is a model myself.
There's always a reason
Looks
behind
like it from the profile
why
picture.
something goes well or something doesn't go well. All right, when it comes to streaming, sometimes it's just plain luck. Sometimes, okay, someone who did want to support happened to be able to come by that day and support. Fair enough. But yeah, 4 streams of the game. Every stream's done well.
Except this
The
one.
game's doing the opposite.
You
Why?
leeches, you content leeches. Come
That's
on.
bad luck.
Send
Sorry,
some
I
more
don't believe in bad
donations,
luck like
fuckers.
There's
Like,
probably a cause and
Jesus.
effect, right?
Phil?
Thank you to PokerBum31 who just gifted a sub. That's our first contribution from Kick today.
Yeah, sometimes
Let's get
people
you
are
on the
just
leaderboard,
busy.
PokerBomb.
Didn't he go all week without getting any sub? Not one sub, I think. That's the first sub for the Kick for the whole week.
So now at least we broke 30.
But I should talk. We're a little
now
light
at
over
33
there
of
right
support.
now. Just saying.
Only a fifth of the way to the goal with 90 minutes left. That's not good.
I can't believe he knows down to the penny how much people donated. Like, Jesus Christ. Let's talk about a pocket watcher. He's watching his entire audience's pockets.
That's hilarious. You make more money than bigger streamers. You're greedy. You have no idea what you're talking about. I just want to make this very transparent. Big streamers are millionaires. Do you understand? The big streamers out there, they don't talk about it. They're millionaires.
Yeah, because they produce good content.
$1,000 a stream.
Yeah, like Kino Boys.
You're out of your fucking mind if you think I make as much as them. You're crazy.
Like Kino Boys. I think it's funny when the Kino Boys, when they play that, like, they play the bumper music and they just yell and scream and they get like $1,000 in 3 minutes. I'm like, I got to figure out how to do that. Like, We got to get some. We got to get some donate music, right? Cootie the Kid '07, hearing the call of the goal. Here is a fake anonymous tip. Oh wait. Yeah, that one's a real one, right? That's a real one.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Thanks to Cootie the Kid '07, I have a much low, like higher, much less dangerously low bank account. Thank you, Cootie the Kid, longtime show supporter. And Flint Westwood is here saying, howdy, everyone. Welcome, Flint Westwood, and thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Yes, give it to me, not Phil. Phil doesn't know how to know. He spends all his money on stupid shit. By the way, I have an update. I joked that I was going to buy. I was joking that I was going to buy a car from Cover and Phil, and I really, I was going to. And my neighbor at the cabin had this. We thought was a really nice older truck. But it turns out that the back, from the cab back, the whole frame is like rotting away. So he's a good friend, and he didn't want to sell me a car that's going to, fall apart in a year or two. So I've been looking at 4-wheel drive cars. Oh my God, what a nightmare! Today I went and I couldn't find the place, and I ended up at the wrong person's house. And the people were like talking to me at the wrong house, and they were like confused. Like the guy shook my hand. I said, I'm here to see the car. He goes, which car? And I go, the Dodge Durango. And he goes, I don't have a Dodge Durango. I go, well, what kind of car are you selling? He goes, I'm not selling a car. And I'm standing in his driveway, and the dogs are jumping all over me. And then his wife comes out. It was bizarre. But I ended up looking at, finally seeing the Dodge Durango. And I hate when people do this. It was a guy who flips and sells cars. And the ad said one owner. And I'm like, are you the first owner of the car? Well, no. Okay, well, why did you have one owner in the ad? He goes, oh, well, one owner before me. And it was a detailing shop. So those guys know how to shine up a car and make it look really nice in pictures, but it didn't look so nice in person, and it didn't drive so nice. So yeah, buying a used car is a nightmare, but I'm going to keep trying, and we'll get there. And I just want to thank everybody for the support. I told Ashton at the casino, like, I've been trying to scrape up the extra money to buy a 4-wheel drive car for the cabin for like 3 years. I just never, I kind of have it, but I really don't. And I worry I might need that for my family more than I need the other car. So, but I've got the money. Now it's just trying to find a 4-wheel drive decent vehicle. Tomorrow I'm looking at a Jeep, which is exciting. So thank you all for the support. And here we'll go back to Phil crying for money.
Princess Luna, thanks for a $10 super chat. I'm enjoying the stream so far. Thank you, Princess Luna. And actually, you beat top super chat by a
This car was rusty.
Wow.
And I didn't know it till I got there. The car it looked great in the pictures.
So now we're up to 43. Right? That's wow.
Did you really? Do you like it?
$2
That's
super chat. I'm
one of the cars on my
so
list is a Dodge Durango.
Wow, Gareth, you're sitting 20-pound super chat.
I'm going to end up with a 2010 or older with 200,000 miles on it, though, Virgil. But God bless you. Good luck with your new car.
I'm positive that pounds are worth
I wish I could afford it.
Here.
Jeep, just to empty every pocket.
Yeah, they are. So 1999 pounds is 26.59.
He doesn't even engage. He just says, "Thanks for the free money."
Stream by a mile.
Buy a boat instead. Well, that's another money hole that I don't want to get into. I just got rid of a Corvette earlier in the year. And you know what they say about Corvettes? The second happiest day in a man's life is when he finally, has a little bit of success and a bunch of money in his bank account or his pocket and goes and buys the Corvette he always wanted. And I did. But then the reality of a Corvette is it's a money hole. Like, I dumped so much money into that car over the 5 years that I had it. So the second happiest day is when you buy the Corvette. The happiest day is when you sell it. And it really was a happy day for me, right? But the good news is I sold my Corvette to a friend of mine who's a car guy. So he really, he felt like he got a great deal. It needed a few little things, but he's still working on it. But it's driving. He's driving it every day, and yeah. I had a Corvette. It was a stupid idea. I had this goal in my life. Like I wanted to buy a Corvette by a certain age, and I just managed to do that. I had the car for 5 years. I enjoyed it a lot, but I really didn't enjoy all the bills that came with it. It was ridiculous, and all the parts are so expensive. You buy a car for a regular car, $200. You buy a car for a Corvette, $800. It's like everything is totally marked up, and I felt like I was always dumping money. Yeah, Agent Ajax. I will put it on my list. Ed Danes. I'll put it on my list. I have a list. It's a big list though. But what I do eventually when I need new shows and shows ideas, Agent Ajax, is I go over my list and I see what is the most, what I think will do the best and what's the most interesting story. Caleb says the only good Chevy is one in a junkyard. Well, I don't know about that. I had a good Chevy. You know what I think? I will never ever own a Ford again though. Every Ford I've ever had, I had a Mustang, I had a Crown Vic. Is that a Ford? I think so. Yeah. Lots of problems with Fords. Fix or repair daily or found on road dead. That's what Ford stands for. Charles McDonald with a kind and generous $8 says Phil's hair looks different, but it still sucks. Well, maybe he got a haircut, right? But thank you for your kindness. Long-time show supporter, big show support from Charles McDonald. Thank you.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
And let's continue in our
I will get us
journey
up
here.
to 71.
Oh, and by the way, I realized something this week. For those of you who said, how come there haven't been any guests for a long time? Like, I don't know. We go in these stretches where I just do the show solo for a long time. We don't have many guests. This week we had 3 guests, and I think that was a fun week of guests. So next week we're going to try to have 2 guests, or I may go back to solo shows. I got a bunch of solo shows planned that I need to do.
Thank you, guys. So now we're about halfway to the goal with 90 minutes left, okay? Awesome.
He thinks if he says thank you, it excuses all the begging.
I got a burp.
He's painting his hair like Steven Seagal.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that away from the mic.
Oh, you have a Mustang and a Crown Vic right now. Mustang's super reliable, but the Crown is dead in the driveway. Didn't make it over a year and it broke down every 3 months.
This proves you have to ask to receive.
Yeah. I had a beat up old Crown Vic, but I love that car. V8 had balls.
So bad that you do this. It's
Crown
so
Vics
bad
have
that you would
balls.
stop and take a break and say, hey, how about some contributions?
Here he
But
is.
then when I do it, it works. And then
when I beg, it works. So
then it means we can
begging
do
is
more.
okay
Meaning
as
we
long
can
as I
afford
beg
more.
and it's a
We could do
successful beg.
better ideas for different.
Thank you,
events.
Sacha. I
Buy
appreciate
things
that.
on a whim. How
I'm
many
working
games
my
have I bought
ass
on a
off
whim in the
here,
last 6
Sacha,
months?
and
I've
I
never
really
been able
am.
to do that before,
There's
right?
a lot of stuff going on
Now
behind the
playing
scenes.
on keyboard and mouse with a no input delay wireless keyboard and mouse with a better display. See what I mean? It all goes hand in hand.
That's the problem here.
So
Take
if I
somebody
just
with
sit here and I
balls
say
to come
nothing,
here.
no lie, I would have made $28 this stream. But somehow it's
Yeah, but you could have made $28 and preserved some human dignity. You just gave away your dignity so that you can make more than people. I don't know, man. Oh, and by the way, does anybody in the audience just tell me yes or no in all capital letters? Does anybody in the audience have the perception that I ask for money, that I here at this show ask for money constantly? Because there's some troll on Twitter who's saying you constantly begging people for money. I'm like, bitch, have you seen DSP's show? I didn't even mention a goal tonight or anything. I don't really have to because people here are very generous. But I think she might have saw those shows where we have the auto bumper. Like we used to have a bumper where that nice English voice guy, my friend Mysterion, just tells people how they can support the show. But those happen once, one bumper a show, just letting people know where viewers support it. I don't perceive that as constantly asking people for money. And this girl was defending a scam channel. So Castillo with £2 says, for the cat fund, suffer, Phil. Yes, suffer, Phil, you bitch.
Throw money at me.
Just like Castillo threw money at me, right? I'm watching. Caleb says, I'm watching for the Phil cryptocurrency pump and dump scam. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you don't beg, but your jerk puppets do. Yeah, praise the cash. Exactly. You should also build puppets so the begging becomes fun to watch. You also build puppets so the begging becomes fun to watch. You're gonna love my new show then, because we got a lot of begging puppets, right? Let's try to get through this. So he's seething because people are complaining that he's begging too much. And his answer to people complaining about him begging too much is like, yeah, but when I beg, it works. So it must be okay. Just because something works doesn't make it okay. You know, like I could go murder somebody and that's a successful murder. Doesn't mean it's okay to do that because it worked, you asshole.
People think it's like heinous villainy to stop and say, hey guys, can we get some support today on this stream that you're enjoying? No, it's not. It's not. Okay, here's what would have been heinous villainy. If I said,
man,
I refuse to continue with today's stream unless
I'm going to have to make some edits of him justifying his begging because he does this a lot. Like, apparently people in his live chat complain. Like, I often see people say, like, could you just stop begging and play the game? That's my favorite one. Stop begging and play the game. And he gets all butthurt, and then he explains to everybody why he begs so much. Suffer, pig roach.
I get contributions. Or if I said, guess what, guys? For the rest of this stream, webcam off because you didn't contribute, right? That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's brilliant, man. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah. I'm keeping the webcam off. Let's try it. I'm going to keep the webcam off until we get the next donation. All right, but I'm still here, but you can't see me. You people got to pay if you want to see me. I'm surprised that Phil doesn't do this, right? I don't even have an avatar set. Damn. Yeah.
My opinion. But just to stop and be like, hey, I hope you're liking the stream. I'm liking the game. For streaming the game, I played a lot this week because
somebody's
you guys
messaging
wanted
me.
to see a lot of the new release. I don't know what's going wrong today. Can you please support? And then if people do, what's the problem with that? It really... I don't see a problem with it. You guys obviously don't see a problem with it because you're supporting, right? And the other thing that goes hand in hand with it, all right, you have to understand that these other streamers, for example, someone just said, I see streamers who have 200 to 700 viewers, but they don't ask for contributions and stuff. Okay, do they have mass slander about them on the internet? Do they have a group of stalkish weirdos who try to ruin their lives and make it so that they can't do things outside of the stream?
Oh.
Because those people likely, let's see, get sponsorships,
still no donations, right?
Signings, they get to do stuff that I can't do. If I was able to do those things, literally, I probably would have gotten this game early and got paid to play it.
All right, I'm not going to hold my webcam.
A lot of people did. I don't get those opportunities because of the crazy idiots on the internet. So instead...
Oh, well, there you go. Zigga paid for the cam.
So I don't see the problem with it.
Thank you, Zigga. You paid for the cam, so everybody can see me now.
People who don't like me for various stupid reasons.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
Quite frankly,
he's
never would have supported and shouldn't be around if they don't.
Oh, I can't do the things that the other streamers do. Yes, you can. You're just a pussy. Like, what can't you do because of the detractors, right? And thank you, Zigga, who paid to turn the webcam back on. I'm going to keep doing that for the whole stream. Dr. Norscale with 5 says, come back. Dr. Norscale also paid for the webcam to be back on. So thank you, Dr. Norscale. Everybody can see me now. Thank you.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Absolutely. And my wife is messaging me because I'm half blind. It turns out the car I was going to go look at tomorrow has some kind of issue that may be the master cylinder, which is very expensive to replace, and I didn't notice that. So I'm going to cancel my appointment with that person. Buying a car sucks. I'm going to go to a couple of used car lots in my area. That might be quicker. Just go in and say, "What do you got that's four-wheel drive? Let me look at them." I don't know. Thank you, Dr. Norscout. I hate buying cars. Like, I've never bought a new car in my life because I'm just poor, I guess, or cheap. I'm poor and cheap. So every car I've ever bought, and unfortunately for me, my father was a mechanic, like really good mechanic, and my brother is like a master diesel mechanic. He works for SEPTA. He works on all the trucks, buses, trolleys, but he's like a first class mechanic, like a master mechanic. All he does is engine rebuilds and stuff, but he's great with cars. He always was since we were kids. And I always want to ask him, like, dude, can you just go with me to look at some cars? But then he belittles me. Like, what are you, a woman? You can't open the hood and see if there's anything? No, I'm not a mechanic, bro. Like, you think he would help me out? Quasar Blade with one for the goal. Gouty, greasy, greedy, outdated pig, get roasted. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
And thank you for making your money talk to me, right?
Like me. You know what I mean? Like, why are you here if you don't like the content or you don't like the way that I, make my content? What's the problem? I'm successful.
We like hate watching. That's why we're here. We're here to hate watch you and point out what a beggar and a crackhead you are.
Right? And no, by the way, the content I'm making isn't offensive or hurtful to anyone. Do you see me sitting here?
Oh, and here comes the cope. Oh, I'm not trashing somebody making drama content. So therefore, what I do is fine. All the begging is perfectly acceptable because I don't hurt people somehow. You're taking advantage of like a mentally challenged audience full of people on disability checks. Phil?
Completely destroying people on the internet, defaming them, trying to ruin their lives and making people go mass harass them. No, I'm playing Doom, right? That's who you should be worried about. The people who are literally make a living by harassing others and fucking with their lives. Why don't you go after them? Well, Phil took a 10-minute break to talk about, hey, will people contribute? Wow, I really heard.
He just admitted that he took a 10-minute break to beg. He just admitted that he begs for 10 minutes at a shot, as if that is just acceptable, right? Like, oh, it's okay to just beg. Like, imagine we could start a timer. Like 10 minutes is a long time to be begging for money, right? It really is. And thank you, Quasar Blade. And we've got Sneedburger Syndrome with one for the goal. I have nothing to say except suffer, Phil. Yes.
Throw money at me.
Yes. Keep throwing money at me. Big show supporter Sneedburger Syndrome. Thank you for that. Let's continue. We're almost through this first video, and I think I have 4 more. But 2 of them are very long, so I don't know that we'll get through all of them.
Hurt a lot of people there, didn't I? Just think of the people's lives who I ruined.
Like your audience?
Anyway, Lenny, thanks for another $2 super chat. He says, for Spaz and the Detractors. Thank you, Lenny. All right, so guys, we're at $73 of support. I'm going to continue now. Let's start the next stage. Let's see if in the next 90 minutes I can finish this stage. It would be great if I could finish Ancestral Forge by the end of the stream.
It's only great if he gets the other $7 that he wants.
Okay? Now, please support the stream. Let's hit the goal by the end of the stream. We're doing well. We got great momentum all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we hit all the goals. Let's hit the goal now. Let's get closer to DSP tries it. Let's keep that momentum. All right? Sound good? Thank you. And if there are contributions, I will check periodically to see if we're getting closer to the
Periodically,
goal, okay?
he will check. Yeah.
Sweet.
Ultimate TND
right.
is in the Kick Live chat. Shout out. Zoomer Dylan in the Kick Live chat.
Welcome back. It's Ancestral
And I mentioned
Forge,
the rest.
Chapter
Welcome,
9.
Kick Chatters.
The Dark Ages. Here we go.
Let's get some support over there.
Go. I got the drip. Go. I got the drip. Go. I got the drip.
The money drip is going, friends. Yes, the money drip is definitely going. Let's see what will be the next one that we go over. I have 3 or 4 more videos. Let's do the next one we should do is Phil got 6 million views. Somebody got 6 million views on Phil's terrible Doom gameplay, and he lost his fucking mind over it. And I'm here to share it. So let's get into that, right?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. This is funny.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody put this together.
6 million.
6 million. Wow.
6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million.
Yeah.
6 million people have seen it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so 6 million people have seen it. What did they see? 6 million views on Darkside Phil's incredibly terrible gameplay, where he stood in a corner refusing to engage with enemies, and people are making fun of him for this, and he lost his goddamn mind over it. And that's our next video. Darkside Phil rages over a viral Doom clip of his bad gameplay and has Minecraft mod troubles as well. We'll do that video next. Something else. Could you imagine if you were terrible at video games and somebody posted your terrible gameplay and then they got 6 million views on your terrible gameplay? So let's watch him rage over his terrible gameplay. He lost his fucking mind in this one.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw the stupid tweet about me playing Doom that's completely out of context, and the idiots all liked it, and I already just destroyed them on Twitter and called them all
He
the
definitely
retards that they
exploits
are.
mentally ill people.
Someone took the one clip of me playing Doom last night where I went into a room, and the room is actually set up to be a booby trap. The room is full of explosive barrels.
Like a cam girl.
So if you charge in head first and you try to fight like you're supposed to normally, normally
Yeah,
you're blowing
all that
everything apart,
begging for 40
punching,
bucks.
kicking,
Yeah.
ripping, and keeping the momentum. If you do that in the room, the barrels blow up and you die.
Mentally
So I went into the room and a barrel blew up and I went from full health and armor down to like 5 health. So then I had to run cowering into a corner, hiding behind cover, peeking out and sniping the enemies. So I didn't hit any of the barrels. It's a literal booby trap. Someone clips that and puts it on the internet and acts like I'm bad at Doom. Oh, look how DSP plays Doom. And then some other creator, a dunce who doesn't know the context because, this is what dunces do on social media, reposts it and goes, oh, if you just play Doom like this, uninstall the game. It gets 2.2 million views. Fuck you, you dumb fucking retards who don't even know the context of the clip. I'm playing the game exactly as it's meant to be played. I'm using all the mechanics. I'm using all the weapons. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, which allows me to react even better. I'm parrying. I'm actually enjoying the game quite a lot. Just because you take a clip out of context, you fucking stupid idiot.
Context.
Go
you
fuck yourself.
Suck at the game and you were hiding. Oh,
so anyway,
got the snorts going.
Yeah, what a dumb thing. Now, I don't need to talk about it anymore because it's a waste of everyone's time.
No
completely
situational
false
awareness. None.
Bullshit. All right.
None.
So,
yeah,
I hope you're all ready for some
6
chill
million
fun
people
tonight.
are all just retards.
In Minecraft, Java Edition. So there is a weird thing going on Kick right now. Earlier today, people were gifting subs, and they weren't showing up right away. And we didn't know if they were counting or not. The only way we could tell is by looking at the leaderboard. See at the top of your screens, there's a weekly leaderboard. So as the subs were coming in, they were showing up there. And then I could confirm in my revenue screen that they were actually appearing, even though they weren't showing in chat. Like, it was all screwed up.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, when I turned off the stream, and like 10, 15 minutes after I turned off my first stream, they all popped in there and said, oh, here they are. So Kick has something weird going on where there's like a problem with their queue of subs. They're backed up.
No, I just think nobody's giving him any subs.
Let's take a look together and see if it works.
I
don't know if it's going to, but I'll know to treat it if it's real or not by looking at the leaderboard. The leaderboard should reveal if it actually went through or not.
Some states' population.
So there you go. So the ones that were
not
real,
has 7.
there was a few that weren't.
Views.
Okay.
I have a gaming PC now, guys.
Legit,
yeah,
but most of them were. So we actually hit 2 goals on the earlier stream, 2, which is awesome. Thank you guys for that. We're now up to 63. Looking to hit 64 tonight. We are turboing through the week with support. We may actually, at this rate, we may do DSP Tries It, either
It
Subway
does remind me of
or
Wolf
a different
3D.
restaurant,
Yeah.
a sit-down restaurant that I'm going to order takeout from. We might actually do it by the end of the week. We'll see. No, the viral treat won't bring new fans, Paper Mario fan, because it's negative and it's false. It's a misrepresentation. It's what everyone has always done to me over the years. They completely take out of context and misrepresent.
Yeah, these
'cause
view
the
botting
meme
and
gets them
faking
attention,
donations.
even though they're
Yeah.
lying through their
And
fucking
that's
teeth
just his
about it.
ego. Yeah.
Put it in context. Show all the other gameplay of me playing Doom, not
Hides
the
in
one
the
moment
corner.
that looks like I'm not playing it right
And he
now.
hides
It's a
in his
special room.
snort fort.
No, you're not funny. I don't get free advertisement for the channel because, of course, they don't link it. They don't say, oh, this is DSP Gaming and you can find his channel here. It's just a clip. It's just an out of context clip that was actually ripped out of my stream. It wasn't even ripped from the videos I uploaded last night. It was ripped out of my stream
He
before I
tried
was
to
even
cut
done
out
streaming.
his
Some
shitty
moron
gameplay.
stole my content and reposted it on social media out of context to try to make me look bad. So I got no attention, no views, nothing on it at all. Zero. All right, we're gonna start with Minecraft in like 5 minutes.
Still,
Let's stop with the bullshit.
digesting.
Let's
I
stop
got
talking
a
about
lot
these
more
idiots.
to
I'd rather just relax with
research
you
on
guys.
him.
Let's get some momentum going. Let's get some
He
support
doesn't
for
know.
Minecraft. Let's get our first super chat of the night, our first tip, our first
Super
membership
Beggar
tonight, because
Sampler.
Jared was just a re-upping. It wasn't a fresh one.
Super Beggar
Let's get
Sampler.
some genuine
Get one
support
of
here
each,
for Minecraft
guys. Let's get one of it
as
each.
we roll in, and let's hit that goal tonight so that we can get DSP Tries It as soon as possible.
Yeah, he could reply to
All
the
right.
tweet with his channel.
Sarah with the first super chat of the night saying, because of this in context of the clip on X, it proves what she said yesterday, that X is a cesspit of haters. Nothing posted on X is of any value anymore. I do find things of value on there. The problem is it's not X, it's society as a whole. Everyone online is just a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not kidding. Everyone's just
everybody's
incredibly
stupid
dumb.
but Phil.
They do
Yeah.
zero research to find anything in context. Instead, they just take things completely out of context and treat it as fact. They're that dumb.
Yeah, you know what else has momentum?
I don't know what else to say. They're just really stupid
Good
people.
one,
The
Steve
vast
Burger
majority of people who
Syndrome,
use
yeah.
social media are brain dead stupid.
I
Why
am
does
digging
Gahul
deep
entertain
into the
trolls via
wings
Twitter?
rabbit
Why
hole, yeah.
are you following Gahul on Twitter? I haven't even followed him at all. I haven't seen a single thing he's done at all. I don't pay attention. I don't follow you guys.
he
Are
doesn't
crazy
like
with your free
it.
time and the shit
He
you
calls
do.
everybody retards.
I'm a busy dude. I stream, and I have a life outside of streaming, and I'm super busy. I don't have time to follow people on Twitter and see what they're saying and fucked up stuff. I wouldn't even known about this viral clip about Doom if you guys didn't tell me.
Yeah, he says he has a life outside of streaming. Well, if you can't go in to get a haircut once a month and go in to get groceries once a week or once every 2 weeks, a life outside of streaming, sure you do, Phil. Sure. Horrible way to talk about somebody who was on my show. He was on
Doom
my
is
show to
working
get
great on my
felt to.
computer. I haven't had a single problem. It runs absolutely gorgeously. So I'm really enjoying it so far with no problems.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We got
He
a
does
super chat. We
play
got a
about
sub.
it, yeah.
Let's get a membership. Let's get a tip. Let's get one of each, and then we'll boot her up.
Super
We'll start with our
Beggar
Minecraft chill
Sampler
stream for tonight.
again.
Let's do it.
Holding
Come
the
on,
game
boot
hostage
it
until
up.
he gets
Let's
money.
get one of each.
Until he
I'll
gets
start
money.
getting ready, actually.
I'm
'cause I
not
gotta get
playing the
everything ready,
game until
right?
I get more money.
Mixed at a $2 super chat says, how is paywalling content? Oh, Craig, greediest man. What are you talking about? What is paywall? How is leaving an incredibly stupid comment on your super chat okay when it doesn't even have any context to what we're doing right now? Like, what are you talking about? In truth, any content creator can paywall whatever they want. It's their choice. If it's their business, they could run it in any way, shape, or form. If they want to make some content
Sounds
paywall,
like
some
it.
for subs
Yeah.
only, What a great start.
Yeah, talk about
That's an appropriate background.
tech issues.
I can't even move. I can't even get out. Like
Tech issues.
oh,
I
no, actually, I can't even
apologize.
get in the task manager. Like I'm trying.
No,
But
I'm
this
still
Mojang Studios
here.
won't go off my screen. I can't get it to remove.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, that's probably it for this software
Close
we've
certain
been
things. Certain
using.
things will close, but not others.
1 second.
Oh no.
For those unaware, we're using a cloud-based streaming software. And I have a background in computer science, and I'm trying to tell the cloud-based software provider that these sync issues where I just dematerialized is not a problem on my end. And they're trying to tell me it is. And I'm like, no. I have a dual-core Xeon processor workstation here with a really kick-ass video card. It's not a problem on these issues we've been having is not a problem on my end, and it's very frustrating. So I guess starting next week we're going to try a different streaming software because I am every show we have this same issue where I just dematerialize from my own show. And imagine how much fun that is when you have a guest who doesn't know what to do for the minute I'm gone or 30 seconds I'm gone. Every stream.
Oh, this PC I shut down every single day. This mod apparently just completely destroyed Minecraft.
But it's funny that he had tech issues in the video right at the same time I did.
So I guess I got to remove the mod. It didn't work.
Suffer stream, right?
It sucks. I was supposed to have a mod. Okay. Yeah, game crash. An unexpected error occurred.
Yeah, I got a 2 terabyte SSD. It's not hard. Hard
I added a new mod.
Not. I got plenty of RAM.
Add a draw distance, so you can see like way out in the distance.
32 gigs of RAM, I think, in this workstation.
But apparently it didn't work. Apparently the mod did not work because it just crashed my game entirely. So I don't know what went wrong.
Yep, there is no customer service. That's the problem.
And if it crashes again, then
Dented denial of service. Yes.
Try again. Yeah, Distant Horizons. That's what it's called, Matthew. It's called Distant Horizons.
It looks like
it's supposed to generate
Phil is burning in hell.
Can see further out. But I installed it. It's the correct fabric version, and I think there's a mod in menu settings to configure Distant Horizons.
I agree.
CPU. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can't even tell me why it's a problem on my end. They're just like, well, there's no problem on our end, and you're the only one. And then you go into their forum, and everybody using the software is reporting the same problem I'm having, but they're blaming the users. Yep. Yeah,
sit in the world for
I did everything correct.
You can't do it instantly, and it's a giant resource hog. Oh, then I'm gonna turn it off. That's not how it was explained to me. I was explained that you need to switch the settings for Distant Horizons to make a chunk game not use all your CPU. How do you do that? I have no idea how you do that. How do you do
I can't believe this guy's been a streamer for 20 years and he doesn't know how to work Minecraft.
Is it through the game? If it's not through the game, forget it. I'm just gonna remove it.
The Vaping Pig is here. Now it's a party. Welcome the Vaping Pig.
This is weird.
Delusional denial of DSP.
I'm going to try to boot it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm just going to say forget it. And remove it.
Exactly. I have a killer workstation here.
Oh, yeah,
this
it just craps out
is
right away.
ridiculous.
It freezes immediately.
And
it literally craps out and freezes immediately. So
oh, you know what? I was about to say that we even turned down all of the eye candy, but I didn't. You notice that the animated frames are still here. So let me turn that off, even though the eye candy is why I chose. This is so stupid. It's like, well, here's this software that has all these really cool visual effects, but you can't use them because if you do, you'll dematerialize from your own stream. So I've been turning all of that stuff off, but it's kind of stupid. Like I signed up for this software because of the eye candy, and now it appears I can't use that eye candy. And the other software that we used, which was StreamYard, we never had these kind of issues. Early on, we had some video quality issues, but they added more servers, and then we never had any problems again. So I guess we're going back to StreamYard next week. I have to figure that out.
All right, gotta remove it.
It's just frustrating. I hate those issues.
This is what's annoying about mods.
Because I can't control anything.
These mods are so great. How the fuck do you get them to work? Why don't they just work? Why do you have to do 7,000 extra things? Why do you have to jump through hoops to get a mod to work in anything? Nothing can just immediately just work. Like, no.
Yeah, you're right. And I have two monster Xeon
Now do you want to see the menu for the
processors,
settings? I'm in the menu. There's no settings for it
multi-cores,
at all. There are no
multi-threads.
settings. I'll show you. I'll boot it again if you want, but you're going to see that's nothing there. I'm frozen again. I can't move. I'm waiting for it to allow me to close it. Ugh.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Why can't things just be easy? Nothing for me. Nothing's ever easy for me. Everything's the most complicated possible.
Phil struggled to install the mods.
Boot it again.
Let's see if we can get it working.
Options. Video settings. What is this?
I love Xeon processors. I have 2 workstations right now
By
that
the way,
are
Twitch, I
Xeon.
can't go
Well,
any
more
further
than
down
that.
on the
I have
screen.
some
It won't go any
older
further down at all
ones.
than this.
I have some ancient ones that are 12 core. I have a ThinkStation that has 2
Go back
12
to the
core
main settings
Xeons
menu
in
and
it.
click a button in the top left. What is the main settings menu? This here? Okay. What is this?
The music really helps. Sad music. Phil can't work a mod. He is pathetic. Yeah. The mods aren't convenient.
Okay.
They're mods. Ultimate Victim.
So minimal impact, low impact.
Yeah, fan-made mods don't seamlessly work with Minecraft with a single click. Yeah.
Good. I don't know how to see if I have 8 gigabytes allotted to Minecraft.
I'm sure I have some. I have 2 Think
I have no clue what you're
Centers
talking
and a
about. How do you
Think
unlock things to Minecraft?
Station.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's a good way to go, Arlene. It's less
see
to
that
do,
here.
but I don't like Macs. I
In the
hate
launcher, you need
Mac
to restart.
OS.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, it worked. I was going to say, please let it crash again.
Settings. I don't know how to do this.
You're right, Caleb. Yeah.
I wish this would go away permanently, but it never does.
Sad and pathetic. Yeah, well, it's Dark Side Phil. What are you going to do?
What do I do?
Don't you think he should have worked this out before he
Okay.
started his stream? Like, wouldn't that have been a better way to do this? Like, make sure everything works before you go live?
Then
Like,
edit the fabric
I
loader.
don't know.
More options. So this fabric loader. Yeah. More options.
If I switch back to StreamYard, I'm going to miss that eye candy. But if it doesn't work, then it's worthless, you know? I'd rather just have a stable
XMX2G
stream that
to
doesn't
XMX7G. Change the 2 to an 8.
have that eye candy. I know my 8-year-old could probably install that mod and get it working. He screwed up his Minecraft install with mods, though. I had to reinstall it all
You
for
need to
him
do that to both installations. Why are there 2 installations? What do you mean?
because you're dumb.
This is
Phil.
stupid. I hate it already. I just want to play the game. Do you guys understand why for the longest time I was a console gamer? I just want to play games. I don't want to be messing with this crap constantly. We're already almost 15 minutes into this stream.
Yeah, 15 minutes and no donations because I'm still trying to get the thing
I
to
don't understand
start.
why there's 2 installations. They're the same.
You're right. He always does wait. Yeah. Getting everything to work is the content. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of goals, we're only at 10 of 50. We got to get some momentum, friends. We have to get more momentum. Don't make me turn the camera off again, right?
I guess it's working because you can see stuff really far out. Is the sun going down or up? It's going down, right? Let's sleep it off and then maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we can climb that mountain.
Oh, God. And he's playing
All
an
right, so
8-year-old
FYI,
game.
Yes,
My
I do have a
8-year-old
mod. I have
plays
Distant
this.
Horizons mod, and also, you may have noticed, if you take a look at my character in the upper left, it's me. It's actual old DSP with a white beard. It's this skin is the more modern version of me. There's a classic and a modern DSP skin.
Oh, my
And I have the
God.
modern right now, but also there's a classic
got
DSP
his
that's
own
younger me that has
skin?
the dark goatee and has the King of Hate
For
shirt
children's
from back in the day
games.
10 years ago.
Not
So I
creepy
can
at
actually do
all.
different versions of me in the game now, which is really cool. So we will do that. We'll have different versions of me for different streams, right? All right, well, thank you to Matthew and everyone else who helped. I appreciate it. I wish mods were easy, but they're not. They're just amazing.
Caleb
all
wants to hear he's getting divorced or Cat is cheating.
Guys, it would be great to get some support tonight. So far, we got 1 super chat and one sub, and that's it. Please support Minecraft. I've really enjoyed doing Minecraft nights this last month or so that we've done them. I really like now that we're doing Java edition. I think this is very fun.
It's not fun for the audience, Phil. It's cringeworthy for the audience.
But I do need you guys to support the streams. I can keep them in the rotation. With that, we're at $14 of support tonight.
14 whole
Thank you, Mozzie,
dollars.
for the $2 there.
Wow.
Let's keep it moving, please, my friends. So you've doubled our contributions. We're now at 28. Now, who wants to double that? Who's going to double?
Yeah, we went
and do a
over
$28 contribution?
his
gonna double
Doom
that?
meltdown. Yes.
Right. Well, Phil catch a name tag while fishing is the next wager.
The
Cool.
skin was made by a Phil
Name tags, I
Hainer,
hope we get one. We got one when I was fishing
and
in
he's
Bedrock,
using it.
but then we haven't gotten one yet here in Java.
Troll,
If I get a name tag, I
troll
can
with
name
one
of
for the
creatures.
goal. Put the beggar Phil puppet on. All
Yeah, I
right,
can
we'll
name
do
one of my
that for
creatures
you.
for you guys.
Yeah,
What we
maybe
do is
that'll
when
help,
you
right?
contribute a certain amount, you can name the creature.
Thank you for your kindness.
Throw money
So
at
if you
me.
guys are in a good mood tonight and chilling and enjoying Minecraft, please support the stream in some way. Right now, it is incredibly low supported. I would love to.
Again, he's
I got a
constantly
potion.
says
Is
that.
this the bottle of
It's the
water?
lowest stream support. We didn't get any support.
This is the bottle of
Support,
water.
support.
I would love to hit the goal tonight so that we can do DSP tries, and perhaps by the end of the week, at the pacing we've got right now, we very well may, because we're already at 63 goals out of 70.
One
If we do it by the end of the
here.
week, I think I want Subway. Seriously, I think I want to try Subway.
I gotta see if
Do
I
it
can
wait till
find
next week,
that
then I think next week I want to order
Phil puppet
like take out from a
file.
restaurant like Red Robin or Applebee's or something like that. But I haven't had Subway in so long, and the fact that they have a new menu now, I actually do want to try their menu now and see if it's any good.
He wants to eat Subway on purpose.
It's dog shit? Oh, good. It's dog shit, people are telling me. Nice. I love dog shit. All right. Then I say they're my...
Why would you want to eat Subway on purpose? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Subway is like the worst sandwich you could possibly buy. Like, I'd rather just get something at Wawa or 7-Eleven would be a better sandwich than Subway, in my experience. I don't know. I don't like hoagies to begin with.
cheat meals, but don't I have them frequently? No, at most we do once a week. Sometimes, if there's an incredibly supported week, I'll do 2 in 1 week, right? But dude, that's like not that often. I'm eating incredibly today. Want to know what I had for dinner today? I had a romaine and green leaf lettuce salad with little plum tomatoes, a few croutons, just a tiny bit of sharp cheddar cheese, and a little bit of light ranch dressing.
I don't
And then I
believe
had a
that
bowl
this
of
dude
hearty
just ate a
tomato soup.
salad. Not
That was
as
my dinner.
overweight as he is. I don't believe he just had a
Super
salad.
healthy.
I don't believe he just
I
had
think
a
tomorrow
salad. No.
we're having
No.
what are we doing tomorrow? I think we're doing slow cooker chicken, and we're gonna make chicken heroes out of it, or gyros, and it's gonna be marinated chicken with lettuce, tomato, sweet onion, and tzatziki sauce. That's my dinner tomorrow. That's the kind of stuff I eat on a normal
All right,
day.
I think
so
I
when
found
I'm
the Phil
ordering
puppet,
out, that's
but I have to
super
load it.
unhealthy stuff.
So,
But that's why it's my cheat meal for the week. And again, here's the thing.
Thank you,
The
troll,
thing I just
troll,
described
troll.
to you guys that I'm having for what the hell? A nautilus shell. Cool.
yeah, you're right,
So,
Caleb. It's
Some of the things
cringy
I
him
just described
playing
that I'm
little
having for dinner
kids
this week,
games.
some of you guys might be like, ew, that's gross. No, it's really good.
Why
You
would
know
a
what I'm
grown
having
man
later in the week?
play little
Bison
kid
burger.
online games?
Bison
right?
burger, if you're going to have red meat, dude, bison is the way to go. It's incredibly low fat, very lean meat, but it has tons of flavor. So you can have a burger, you season the burger, and you make it on with lettuce, tomato, onion, maybe sometimes some pickles, some basic condiments. Dude, bison burgers are amazing. Amazingly healthy. Such good stuff.
Yeah,
So much better
expensive.
than it.
But I guess Phil's got it like that, right? Most of us could barely afford ground meat,
That's what I eat. I'm in my 40s. This is the food I eat, and that's how I lost all the weight. Seriously, because remember how chubby I was, how fat I was. Just look at my videos from like 5 years ago. Look at my face compared to now. You see big
You're
difference.
still fat, Phil. There's
That
not
is
much
true.
difference.
Save Us GTA 6 says, at least with the KCIP program that I'm part of now, even with trolls and LARPers in the chat, At least you still make something out of them being here. You're right. I do. It's annoying when they derail the chat over on Kick, but at least I am getting something out of the viewership that I get.
Oh, at least he's getting something out of those Kick viewers, just not enough, you know. And by the way, let's take a Phil Beggar break. By popular demand from Troll, he wanted to see the Dark Side Phil puppet, which will be the begging puppet that we're using on the new Kick.com exclusive show. We'll see how that goes. But here's the Dark Side Phil Beggar puppet.
Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. Welcome. Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. Listen, you broke motherfuckers. We have to hit the fucking goal today. So get your fucking wallets out, you bunch of fucking leeches. Let's get some support. Let's get some Kick subscribers. Let's get some gifted subs. We need some fucking subs to hit the almighty goal. God bless the goal. If we hit 50 more goals, I'll stuff my face with shitty fast food, and you get to watch it all. How's that for a reward, you fucking morons? Here at the Internet Insanity Circus, we aren't eating lunch meat sandwiches. We need cash for some crazy expensive DoorDash meals. DoorDash delivers motherfuckers, so you better deliver those donations right into our pockets, bitches. This has been the lowest supported show so far. Too many broke motherfuckers in this audience. Don't you want to see us hit the fucking goal tonight? Let's go. Let's get some support. We need some sub bombs dropping right now. Let's not wait. Stop holding back, you cheap fucking assholes. We need the support now. The stream may be ending soon. This is your last chance to support the stream. Let's go. We need support now. Stop holding back. Let's do it. Let's hit the goal right now, and we can just enjoy the rest of the show.
I think this is a good idea. Why should I beg if we could just get the Dark Side Phil puppet to beg for me, right? Yeah, let's hit the goal. We only need 39 more, right? Or 39 more.
Guys, come on, let's get some support. This is
There he
right now,
goes.
sadly,
Look
the
at-
lowest supported stream I've done in a while.
It's always the lowest supported stream he's done in a while. Like, is his audience really just total morons?
I don't know what's going on, but let's get some support for Minecraft. Right? Who's going to support the stream? Let's get some support. Come on. Let's put the part. We'll do another hour of chill Minecraft fun tonight. Thanks, and see you in the next part. Okay. Really quick, I just want to stretch, guys. I'm just going to stand up for a second and stretch my legs.
Don't you have brake bumpers for that? Guess not. That would require a little bit of effort,
to get some more
right?
support.
I got to take a shit bumper just so everybody's aware. Like, every once in a while I eat before I do a show and I'm like not fully digested and then it just hits me. I create it and I have to take a shit bumper, right? It's 12 minutes long. Now I can shit 2 minutes flat most of the time, 3, 4 max, right? But you just want to make sure in case you got a long one, right? Blazing Man says, I've never even made any money. I don't even know what money is. Can you please show me some support with your money so I could see what it is? Snort. Yeah, that's DSP.
If we could. All right, thanks.
If we could, let's get some support. Now I'm going to...
So now we're at 50. What was that?
I love how he...
Guys, we're $55 with less than an hour left. Let's do it right now. Let's rally together. Okay. Let's rally together. Let's hit this goal right now so we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the night. Let's do it. Let's get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some support.
Yeah, I remember. I worked at a restaurant.
From
Hard
Minecraft
work.
Chill night.
Hard work.
This is really stupid what I just did. That was dumb. Okay, let's go back.
We've mentioned him, but he's not worth a
God,
whole
there's a
show.
cake. Oh,
Mike
no!
Davis.
Oh, no!
He's not worth an entire show.
Oh, no! This is not good.
He fell down a fucking hole.
I don't have a pickaxe. I don't have a pickaxe. How am I going to get out of here?
You're not, loser. Ah! Suffer. Suffer in a hole, Phil. Suffer in a hole, bitch.
Build up? Oh, that's a good point. Hold on, there's a bat. Shit.
He
What can I
fell
build with
down
the
like a
wood I just
fucking
got?
wall.
Is what I have to build
He
with.
fell down a well.
Wow,
It's
this
like-
really sucks. Oh no. Oh no, I need to get out of here.
He's not getting out of here. Who
I'm
thinks he's going to
stuck.
get out of the hole? Boy, this is like ironic, right? Darkside Phil stuck in a hole.
Oh no.
This is a metaphor, yes. Phil's
No,
metaphor.
dude, I didn't fall. I swear to God, I didn't fall. He
It's never
passed
his
through
fault.
the block that I was standing on. Oh my God.
He wants a Wilcock meat
done.
sandwich. Yeah, exactly. I put some effort into my I gotta take a shit bumper, Bobby Bologna. Bologna? He fell down a chasm twice. What a loser. He can't even play a game made for 8-year-olds. He sucks at that even. What a fucking clown this guy is. Dig up, stupid. Well, he didn't have a pickaxe, so yeah. He's kind of stuck. He's just stuck in a hole. He's even got his own snort fort in Minecraft. This is Minecraft snort fort, right? His hug box.
I'm just going to get some wood, right? That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get some wood. It doesn't matter that it's getting dark. I'll be fine, right? That's what I said, right?
I almost made him cry during that interview, if you remember.
God, I'm a fucking idiot. I do this every time, too.
His house looks so vacant.
I go out and I do the very same thing, and then I die, and I lose all my shit, and I got to start over again and again and again. I'm so dumb.
Because you suck at
Every
games.
single time I play Minecraft, this happens.
You know, it's so funny, too. Like,
without fail or delay.
if you're terrible at something, why would you decide this is what I'm going to make a living at? Something I'm terrible at, right? Like, it makes no sense. He can't even find any trees to lose.
Eric, so I was around here somewhere, right? Was this even it? I don't even know if this was it. Where was it?
I'll never understand Minecraft. It looks
Now there's a creeper. I have
like
no weapon.
graphics from
Oh,
1992. No. Like, I don't understand the
Dude,
appeal.
I'm not going to get my stuff back. I don't even know where it is. I can't find it.
Poor Phil. He lost all his shit.
He killed the horse.
Kind of like he killed that bunny that was living with him.
So is this where I kept falling? I think so.
Oh no!
I can't go down. I guess I'm just gonna lose everything I had. No time, no wood,
jumped up to a higher point, jumped right back into the hole. Yeah.
I'm gonna lose everything I had, guys.
He was getting felted by creepers. DSP loves hard wood.
There's my items. Found them. Look at that lighting. It's beautiful.
The sad music really helps, right? It's just like video game Legos. Yeah, I guess, right?
I gotta get myself out of here. See, I was trying to get out with these wood blocks and I died. Oh my god, look how long this takes.
I don't play this game because I'm not a professional
I didn't kill the horse.
8-year-old.
You can't blame me for that. The creeper killed the horse. I didn't kill it. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Guys, we've got about a half an hour left on tonight's Minecraft stream. We're at 60-some bucks of support out of the 150 goal. We are not doing very well in that regard. It would be great if we could get some support right
Beg,
now.
beg, motherfucker,
Let's get some
beg.
support. What is the prediction?
Beg,
what was the prediction?
beg.
What happened here? Let's see.
It never ends with him.
Well, I finished the farm by 9 p.m. Of course I did not. What a ridiculous
Sad
thing to
music is
suggest. The answer was no.
soundtrack to his life. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't play this game. I'm not a chomo.
I received a $5 tip from Only Iced Infinite. Why do you always play hard to get? I know you act like you hate me in front of a stream, but I know deep down you love me. Listen, I very much enjoy my time with the audience, hanging out with you guys, having fun social streams like this one. Okay, I do. Now, there's only one person who I'm in love with. That's my wife. You gotta listen up. You gotta accept that, all right?
Oh, man.
She's the love of my life. She's going to be the love of my life. That's that.
Until she leaves,
Nothing's
you
gonna change
lose
that.
her ass.
However,
right?
I do enjoy hanging out with
Could
you
you
guys.
imagine
the various
Being
different things that
married
we
to
do
this
together on
fucking
stream. It's quite
loser.
fun. If it wasn't for you guys,
Like, what do you
and
tell your
cool,
friends?
again,
My
hang out
loser
sessions that we
husband
have,
plays
then this wouldn't
children's
be
video games while
anywhere
begging
near
like
as
a
worthwhile.
crackhead.
Okay,
That's what he does for a living.
so I'm very happy
Sexless marriage, yeah.
that we have these fun nights. So yes, did you guys notice the DSP skin? That's it. That's the old DSP skin.
People
There.
have
It's the
said
new one. Supposed to look like modern me.
people are saying she
Which he
left,
does. He has
but
the
I
gray
don't know.
beard, nice t-shirt, shorts. What I usually wear to stream. There's an old DSP skin that's young. It's supposed to be a young version of me, and I have that too.
Imagine
so I can
being so
alternate
desperate
and load different
for a
ones
husband.
depending
You
on what game
married
we're doing, and stuff, which is
DSP.
pretty cool.
He loves only
I got
one thing:
$71
begging for
support
money.
tonight so far with a half an hour left. Can we hit the goal?
Takes off
Let's
a
get some
wedding
subs
ring.
over on Kick. Let's get some super chats. Let's get a tip. Let's do it.
Super
Yeah.
beggar
Lance
bundle.
Catamaran.
Yes.
16 monstrous, massive subs. Not
Wow.
memberships, subs. So thank you, Lance. So that 16
Must
is
be
the equivalent
nice.
of $80. $80 support from Lance tonight for Minecraft.
No, we're almost through this video. I think we're gonna do one more and then we'll call it a night. It's been a slow week. Like what's the Dark Side Phil update? Well, he seed, then he begged, then he begged, then he seed, then he yelled at his audience and he guilted them because he's not making enough money. It's the
With
same
that,
every
we are now
week.
at 151, which is one kind of Bacardi rum. But it also is the amount of support that we have tonight, which means, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely, positively, 100% official tonight. Now we're up to 156 and climbing. Although I don't think in the next 10 minutes we're going to be hitting 300, just saying. If we did, it'll be another goal. But I'm pretty sure we're not hitting that in the next 10 minutes.
This greedy pig has been begging like a crackhead for this whole stream to reach 150. He finally hits the 150 and immediately he starts saying that he wants 300 instead of the 150, right? Leak, surprised you haven't tried to remake that puppet yet. It's on my list of things to do, but unfortunately I've been very busy lately, so I haven't done much of that. Cave Teeth is here with one for the goal. Steve, the thing you're not taking into account is I haven't begged for grocery money in 4 months. Says Cave Teeth. Well, yeah, you're right about that. You got to beg for the grocery money.
Why did I spend the money? Someone asked me, why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
We always know we're going to get more. Thank you, Cave Teeth, for your kindness, generosity, and support. Oh, my God. Are we almost... Yeah, we're just about through this one. With 20 more seconds.
All right. A good start. Wow, we got a lot done today, even though I died.
Oh, God. Thank God. All right. We're down to one more to go for the night. We're going to call it a quick one today. I don't think we're hitting our overtime goal, but that's quite all right because I have a lot of stuff to do tonight. I'll be preparing tonight to go to the cabin, and I got to do a whole bunch of stuff before I leave.
I just want to say thank you. You guys have been incredibly supportive this week. We're now at 66 out of 70 goals hit for support
Here's
already.
the boardroom
and we
meeting.
just did DSP Tries It the other day. So pretty wild the amount of support I'm getting, and I really appreciate that, guys.
He lied about not begging for grocery
thank you
money.
for those
Yeah.
who've been coming out to support
Yeah.
in droves.
You got to beg for the
And
grocery
everything, too,
money
this
or
week
you
is a
don't
big
get the
variety. There's
groceries.
people on YouTube with
Lazy
super
man.
chats and memberships. There's people on Kick with subs. It's tips. It's everything.
Nest egg
That's
bag.
great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they
Now,
do.
I think what we should do. All right.
Making more than me
Let's
lately.
get this out of the way. This technical stuff that's been going on. Kick has been a mess this week. And I don't know what's causing Kick to have all of these issues. But it seems like there's nothing I can really do about it. I've tried figuring it out.
That's funny, Troy.
And I don't
I
think that
didn't
there's
know
anything
that.
that I can do to improve
Yeah, you
the
could go
situation,
visit him.
which sucks. I want people who are watching me on Kick to have the best possible experience.
He will be.
Okay.
He will be begging for
I want
another
people
10
who are
years.
contributing
At
on
least.
Kick to be able to get credit for their contributions as soon as possible. And also, I don't want people to be getting messages or seeing misinformation and saying that I'm live on Kick, and then they go and I'm not there, and they're like, what the hell's going on? All of this stuff is happening this week. And they don't seem to be talking about it, which is weird. I did contact support, so I'll tell you the story
Yeah, thank
now
God for the sales
of what's
meeting.
been going
I didn't know
on.
how Phil is
So
doing
first
with his
off,
money and views.
all
Playing
this
video
week,
games? Are you crazy?
you guys have been supporting me on Kick with subs. And the weird part about this is half the time when you guys are giving, subs to the channel, I'm not seeing them right away. What I mean by that is
All he
they
does
don't
is
like pop
fly.
up in the chat,
Yes.
or they're not popping up simultaneously in the chat or also in, say, the queue that says here's what's happening on your stream, so you know what you can shout it out. And it's also not showing up in my revenue area on my Kick dashboard. So
Or he
if
doesn't
I
know how
don't
to
see that
fucking
end
work
of
it.
it,
He doesn't
I don't
know how
shout
to
it out
fucking
because I
work
don't
Kick.
know if it actually happened or not. We've had this issue on Kick where we've seen pop-ups coming through saying, oh, someone gifted so many subs, but then they're not there. All right. So it drives me nuts when that happens because I don't want to
Yeah, avoid him like the plague.
interrupt the stream with shout outs that aren't real.
Can't
I don't want
find
to count those
DSP.
towards
He
our
doesn't
goal.
go
Sadly, we have
outside.
people who like to troll. We know this. On YouTube, we got people using VPNs to give out insanely discounted memberships. And I'm wondering if there's a way that people have found a way to game the system on Kick. Some people have said, who was it? I believe it was what's his name? Is it Buckwell?
Way to remember your supporters' names.
So yeah,
Great.
a day or two ago, Buckwell told me that what's happening is, let's say for example, you have a debit card,
And he really
and the
DoorDash
account has
booze? Really?
$40 in it. Okay, well, you could still try to do like a sub bomb of 10 subs on
The
Kick.
new
which would be
familiar
$50.
DSP. Okay,
But
yeah,
what'll happen
we'll
is
end
it'll
with
say
that.
you gifted
Yeah,
10,
good idea.
but then only the amount that you have for the amount that you can fund with will go through. So he said that he had tried to do a 5 bomb, but he could only afford 4. So actually 4 went through, but it didn't show up. Like pop-ups came up, but it didn't show up in my queue. It didn't show up in my revenue. So I don't know what's going on. Then much later in the day, like the stream had ended, and then hours later, it popped up in my queue and said, oh, it actually was real. So it's frustrating for me because, as you guys know,
Oh yeah,
I
there was a
want
new
to give
familiar
you credit
DSP
for
a few
every
days
piece of
ago. I missed
contribution
it.
that you give.
Yeah, we'll
you
do
guys
that one.
crowdfund my activity. You're the one reason that I'm able to do this for a living, and I want to give you guys the credit you deserve. And it sucks when something like this breaks.
Oh, it sucks when my
and it
donation
doesn't look
system
like
isn't
there's
helping
any
me
real way that I can
scam
control
dents. Yeah.
it. It's a Kick issue. All right. So that's already been going on this week. But then another big issue started happening yesterday that really was bad. Let's talk about that. But first, before we do, I want to give out a shout out to Larry Hondo. Yeah, Larry Hondo did 2 super stickers this morning, both for $2.
All right, let's pause it there for a moment. So if you become a YouTube channel member during a live broadcast, we give you a big shout out and a big thank you. So big thank you and big ups and big shout out to Rustin Rourke, who just became a YouTube channel member. Thank you for your kindness, your generosity, and support. All I need is 100 more members, friends. 100 more members. And Rustin Rourke has made that number now 99. We just need 99 more members tonight.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Praise the cash, and thank you, Rustin Rourke. You get access to our members only section. Be sure to check that out. There's lots of extra goodies in there. And I hope you enjoy it, and welcome to being a member. And whoa, big support. I didn't even see that until just now. Rustin Rourke has gifted 10 True Seekers memberships. So praise the cash, praise the cash. Thank God Almighty. Rustin Rourke is helping us to praise the cash. 10 True Seekers memberships. That is a lot of support, and became a YouTube channel member. Be sure that you hit that subscribe button, because when a kind and generous soul like Rustin Rourke, God bless him, gifts these True Seekers memberships, you could win one. But you got to be a subscriber to win one of the memberships. Caleb Keppel won a membership. Happy to see that. Soul Seeker got a free membership from Rustin Rourke. Rebel Soul got a free membership. Dave's Waffle House, Unapologetically Me. Tim Curley, Your Mom at the Prom got a free membership. Get Ride got a free membership. Mr. Paradox Paradise and Damien all got free gifted memberships thanks to the kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Boy, that is some great support. And we've had some great support tonight and all week. So thank you all for your kindness, generosity, and support. We're going to find the special one We got a special praise to Cash. Thank you for Rustin Rourke. Thank you for your kindness.
Day one views. Day one inflated views. Make the money. Gee, thanks for the money, dummy.
Give me the money.
I can't wait for the money. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. I need that money to pay my bills. By the way, I really desperately need the money to help with my tax situation. So, hint, hint. Money that I gotta spend. It's rare when I have to come out and say, guys, we really need tons of money today. When do I say that, right? Dude, you know how rude it is to ask people about money? Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Praise to Cash. Thank you, Rustin Rourke. And a big shout out and thank you to Larry, who also gifted a bunch of memberships during our weekend marathon. We've got a new weekend marathon up this weekend. A Page Watch 5 party. Thank you, Rustin Rourke. Page Watch 5 party says Steve needs 1,000 members so he can buy a Shelby GT 500. Now, if I got 1,000 members, I would probably buy a Humvee 4x4. I need a 4-wheel drive vehicle really bad. The Vaping Pig says, True Seekers is the sister show we got to support. I am a bit of a brokey, but dang, you guys have to watch the last 2 episodes on replay. You got the product of comic producer. Yeah, we had yesterday's show. We had the producer of David Wilcock and Corey Good's show, Cosmic Disclosure, on, and it was a great interview. He just shit all over those 2 grifting scumbags. And it's so funny that the producer of their television show is now coming out in public on my show and telling everybody that they just made all the stories up. It was all fake and they defrauded all the subscribers. That was a great show. Thank you, the Vaping Pig. You need both a Humvee and a muscle car. Get this man 2,000 members now. Yeah, let's get there. No, there was a time I just wanted to mention that there was a time before the Casino Boys where we were really struggling. And I remember saying, if I could just get like Taco Bell wages for the hours that I put in here, I would be happy. And really, thanks to the Kino Boys and their pumping my channel and all those guest appearances, we're up to better than a part-time job money. So I have no complaints, but the more support, the better. Nobody ever says, okay, I have enough money, I don't need any more support. You find something. Some of the extra money, like the Kick extra money, I have decided every month, whatever the extra Kick money is, because that's extra money. We've never had that before. And thank you so much to the Kick, to people becoming subs or gifting subs on Kick. I'm putting that money towards home improvements. So I do everything myself, but you need materials. And, that's crazy expensive. Materials since the pandemic are up 200%. You used to be able to buy a 2x4 for $2. Now they're like $6, So everything is so expensive. True Seekers, you use Kick, right? Are you having problems? No. Yesterday, for some reason, the Kick stream didn't go. So we had that problem. I don't believe he's having these issues. I think he's trying to get Kick Dents to go over to YouTube to dent to him. Yeah, good point. Yeah, he probably is. It's always some kind of way to, like, he just figures out a way to, like, squeeze as much money out of the few people that are donating to him that he could possibly squeeze out of them.
I want to give him credit because he's doing these right now, and I want to give credit before I forget.
Yeah, give him credit on the loser board, because if you donate money to DSP, you're a loser.
Thank you for that, Larry. So now we're going to support thanks to Larry. Okay. Oh, it's Lenny. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're talking about. We'll do that eventually. Right now those guys are busy. They got a lot going on in their genre.
Sorry about that, Lenny. Okay.
Kino had a bunch of problems last night. Yeah, we had some problems. This has been
going on. It's been like 3-4 days. This issue with Kick subs has been going on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's get some subs. Let's get some Kick subs. Let's get some PayPal pledges.
I co-stream. All right. I have a stream that I send to YouTube.
No, it's called multi-streaming.
But then I also have a plugin for OBS. That's Open Broadcast Software, the program I use to stream. And this plugin allows me to clone that stream at a different quality and send it to Kick at the same time. So if you watch on YouTube, you can watch at 1440p. If you watch on Kick, you can watch at 1080p, which is the maximum that Kick supports. Okay? So I've been doing this for months and months and months. All right? Never really had an issue with it. Now, you know, maybe
I know. I feel bad for those
technical
guys.
issue,
I
but
was
nothing big
watching
at
when they
all.
were
It
having
was
those
something easy to
issues.
figure
I
out and
hate it
fix.
when the stream,
So yesterday,
you know,
I'm co-streaming.
and they're only on
okay,
Kick,
to
so
both
it's not like they
sites.
could tell people to go
And
to an alt streaming
we're basically getting to
location.
the end of the first stream, the Clear Obscure Expedition
He
33
would be
stream.
broke within a year.
Normally what I do
Absolutely. Don't worry about it.
is
He'll
I
get
say,
more
okay, I
money.
gotta end.
Page
So I'll
5
go over
watch
here and I'll
party.
say, end the YouTube stream, end the Kick stream, and it just all turns off and we're good.
Hey, everybody. Who wants to watch me
Then what
open
I
a
do
pack of
is I
wrestling
will do all
cards?
my stuff with uploading videos, and then I check the Kick stream because the Kick stream should have ended, and then I can update the Kick stream with the new title, the new game, so you guys know what's coming up later in the day, and I can put the
Yeah,
time.
because everybody's waiting on bated breath to see what DSP's doing on his stream for the next thing, right?
It's going to start. So people who are joining my Kick channel will say, "Oh, okay, he's going to be."
I think I'm really going to have to start drinking during these pig roasts. I really do.
playing this game at 6:45 p.m. Okay,
I'm this close to taking a break to get some beers. Like, this is brutal.
so I do this right after my first stream ends.
I'm
After like maybe 15
suffering
minutes.
for this.
So I'm doing my normal thing. Okay, I'm ending the stream.
Yeah, here's a $100
working
tip to
on
watch the
uploading and all
opening of
that.
cards.
And as I'm about to set up the Kick stream for the main stream, the new
It took
title
him
and
like
game
it took
data,
him like 2 weeks to
it
figure
says,
out how to multi-stream.
You're still broadcasting.
But
how could I still be broadcasting?
I'll say this, in his defense, I use streaming software that does the multi-streaming automatically for me. I just set the destinations. It is a little bit more complicated with OBS, but not much.
OBS isn't even open on my PC. So just for the sake of argument, I opened OBS again. No, it didn't say I was broadcasting. I wasn't broadcasting anywhere. I wasn't sending any data anywhere. But Kick said my stream was still
The
on.
new game's the
But the
worst
weird part about
gameplay.
it was
Yeah.
there was nothing on the screen. It was like blank. You know, like my offline screen was there. But
Yeah,
it said
I'll do that. I'll get some
streaming
Magic the Gathering
and
cards.
number of viewers and all of this. And I'm like,
No,
this is
I
all
got an
super
idea,
awesome. Like,
actually.
what is going on
I got a
here,
great idea.
right? So obviously this is
I got a great idea, actually. Here's what we're gonna do. Does anybody have a foyer in their house? Which is, I grew up in a little tiny row house, and you know, my old house before this one, we have like a typical suburban McMansion now, but the old house was tiny. You know, it was like 3 rooms downstairs, 3 bedrooms upstairs, and a tiny bathroom. But this house has a foyer, and in the foyer, Eagle Eric. In the foyer, which is just this room right when you come in, you know, and then I have a split level. So if you go straight, you go into the basement area. But if you go up the steps, you're in the living room, and then the kitchen is over there. Anyway, we have this room. My wife calls it the foyer. I don't know. I guess that's, you know, it's a room that does nothing. So that foyer has become my wife's Amazon receiving area. It's just filled with shit every day. And I think that we should do, like, for every $100 goal, or 50, we'll make it easy. 25, I don't care. For every $25 or $50 worth of support, I'll open one of her packages and we'll see what the fuck my wife is buying on Amazon every day. I feel like I should be given part-time, you know, wages to be the Amazon receiving clerk for my wife. Like, does anybody else have this issue? Like, I don't even know what's in the fucking boxes anymore, and they don't go down. There's more, and eventually she gets to some of them. But you know, like right now, I know for a fact there's an air conditioner, but there's all these other boxes and small packages. Like, I don't even know what is in all these packages. So I think I could set up a laptop in the foyer so you can see what a mess it is. And then for every $25 worth of support, I'll open one package and we'll see what the hell my wife is ordering that's filling up an entire little room. I think it'd be great. Martian Manchild has gifted a True Seekers membership. This is why you got to be a subscriber, friends. And Thickest Wids was gifted a membership by Martian Manchild. So thank you, Martian Manchild, for your kindness. Generosity and support. Praise the cash, friends.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Yeah, Phil has no money because people are giving it to me, but I'm good with that. Does anybody else have this issue with Amazon? Is it really just me? Because I've talked to a couple of male friends that say the same thing. Like they don't know what the hell is coming to their door every day. It's just they made it too easy to get something, and I do it myself. I'm guilty of this. Like I needed I needed a needle and thread for the puppets, so I just ordered a little sewing kit on Amazon. But when my shit comes, I open it, I put it where it's supposed, where it's supposed to go. But in her defense, I do have a computer there in the foyer, a little mini PC that I bought to make an emulation box out of, right? Yeah, Steve's Boxathon. You can get almost anything there. Yeah, absolutely. They made it too easy to buy shit.
Is not correct. Now,
And like, I get it. Like, why do you want to go to the store? Like, I used to go to Walmart or Target, for anything, if you needed something like rubber bands or I don't know, whatever shit you need in your life, like you need shampoo, I'd go. Why go outside? Just go on Amazon. It'll be at the door tomorrow. Like sometimes the shit is there. If I order something from Amazon, let's say at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's at my door sometimes by 7 o'clock at night. That's crazy that they can figure out how to make that all work, but it works. You don't need to go outside. Just order it from Amazon. But I don't know what all. We have this room. It's called a foyer. I know there's some boxes that are furniture for the kids' rooms, like little furniture, like a little desk and a TV stand. I don't know. There's so much shit over there. I don't know what's in there. But I'll tell you what, when we have to have a family party, then she cleans it all out,
I don't know what to do. And I thought maybe it's just a weird bug. Maybe this thing will fix itself. And when I come back,
that reminds me, we're having a party from both of my son's birthdays. And I didn't know it. They used to have advertisements all the time. There's this place called TNT Amusements. It's a huge arcade. Huge. And you just pay a set fee and you can have up to 50 people come and you get the arcade for, I think it's 3 or 4 hours. So we're going to do that. But that sucks because that means people aren't coming here. So she won't do the normal cleanup that we do when we're going to have people at the house.
Stream tonight, it'll be resolved, right? Because sometimes tech issues just resolve themselves, right?
No, they don't resolve themselves. Somebody has to
So I
resolve
come back
them.
for my late stream of Doom: The Dark Ages, and it
Oh,
still says it's
professional
broadcasting.
reviewer.
I said,
That's interesting,
So
Akikama.
this is not good. What's going to happen here, right?
Get free junk.
So I changed the title and everything, and I actually start streaming this time. Doom.
Yeah, I could do
The stream
that.
resumes.
I'm working on a giant
Now,
robot
like, so
right
it's
now,
working.
the
People
vaping
can see
pig.
the stream, but then as I check
Giant
all of my
robot.
data, what it is, I have a queue.
Hell yeah. I always wanted a giant robot, so I'm
Excuse
going
me,
to
I have
build
a queue
one.
for like partner information, and what it said was, you were still broadcasting on the same
You're
stream
right.
from this morning.
Especially on stuff like
There was
shampoo and
no new
deodorant
stream.
or
It was the
whatever.
same stream continuing on. And I said,
Yeah, my
that's not
son's
good.
very excited about the
What
giant
does that
robot.
mean? What
So
does
he's
that
going to help
entail,
me with
right?
some of
Because
it.
typically what happens is when I end a stream, it'll
Yeah,
cut
I
off,
still
and
have
okay,
the
that's the end
Bigfoot
of the stream
outfit.
automatically.
Yep, I
And
still
then it
have
takes
it.
like maybe
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes, and then it'll update and say, okay, your stream has been validated for the partner program. Here's how long it was. Here's how many viewers you had, and here's what you made on it. Okay? Now the stream was just continuing
You're right,
and
Arlene. Yeah,
not
I got to
ending.
be careful.
Well, that's not good. What does that mean for the partner program? What, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
So,
fun. I'm going to make a
about
video.
halfway into the Doom, the Dark Ages stream, I said, guys, what I'm going to do is a test. I finished my first hour of gameplay. I said, I split the video for
And they have
recording.
add-ons
I'm going to
too at
stop
that arcade. Like you
broadcasting
could buy
on Kick,
pizzas and
and I'm going
French
to start
fries and what,
broadcasting
I don't
again.
know. My wife's going to
And I
handle
want
it
to
all.
see what
I'm
happens
just going
if
to
I
help
do
pay
that.
for it.
Okay? So I stopped broadcasting. I started again.
Random free
And the
stuff.
weirdest
Random
thing
junk
happened.
people don't want.
Kick now said I was broadcasting 2 streams at once on the same channel. It said that the original stream from earlier in the day was still running, but that I had started a whole new stream as well.
Welcome to the Dark Side Phil.
Now, on top of that
board
being
meeting.
bizarre, the viewer count for the Kick stream froze at 12 viewers.
No, you probably
and did
only
not
had 12
increase
viewers.
for the rest of the night.
You probably only had 12
Even though
viewers.
there was
dude.
definitely more than 12 viewers, Actively, at any time, we usually have around 20 to 30 chatters. so you know you have more than 12 viewers. You know, the chat was moving at the normal rate.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
obviously there was some problems going on here, right? I don't know what's happening. So I said, well, there's nothing I can do
Wow.
about it now.
We're
I'll
doing
just
better
finish the
than
Doom
Dark Side
segments
Phil.
we
We got
did. You know, we're
20
playing
live
Doom
viewers.
for 2 hours.
over
I said,
there.
all right, guys, you know, I'm going to go offline here.
20 chatters
see what
until you
happens.
ban half of them.
So I went to go
Says
offline.
the outer
and it
product
said,
gaming reel.
well, now your stream did end.
ENT
but the
amusements,
original
not
stream
D.
from earlier in the day was
ENT,
still going.
like dynamite.
No, it's not. I'm not broadcasting. Why does it say the stream is still going? What matters worse, it did finalize the data.
Is this anything that you really need to bitch to your audience about for 20 minutes, though? Like
For the
this,
partner program for
so
the second half
cringy,
of the Doom
right?
stream, and it said I only had very few viewers, so I made like $1. What? I know I had my usual viewership. So the glitch, the
we don't talk
glitch
about
that happened
that
that said
here,
12
Darren.
viewers screwed me over. And Kix basically said, we're going to pay you like $1 for the stream.
Funny you should mention that.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm going to set it up right
So now
next
I'm
to me,
going
but we're
real
going to need a
confused.
multicam
So
setup.
I then proceeded, as I was filming the daily wrap, to do a couple tests. What I was trying to do was see if I started and stopped the stream, how Kick would react. And also I tried changing the stream key. I thought, hey, maybe if I change my stream key, it'll actually create like a brand new fresh stream in Kick's system and stop broadcasting this other stream. No matter what I did.
Yeah, who bought donuts
worked.
for the DSP boardroom meeting?
Okay. Now, the good news is, when I was broadcasting, it did seem like the viewer count did fix itself. So even though that first stream had said, 12 viewers, it jumped and said, now, we're like 60, 70 viewers again. So I was like, all right, at least it seems like that'll be fixed. But if everything keeps adding to this existing stream...
Duco Alpha. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Duco's Alpha Ralpha with 1 for the goal. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Big support from Duco Duos Alpha Ralpha. Big support tonight. Thanks to all of you. And let's get some subs. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some more gifted memberships. Let's get some PayPal pledges. Somebody buy me 85 coffees.
Throw money at me.
That's what we're here for, after all. Thank you, Duco Duos Alpha Ralpha, who is a continuing show supporter. Big support tonight.
It's never ending. This is going to be a huge problem. All right? So, I didn't know what to do. I ended the stream. I said, I tested for like a half an hour. I couldn't get this to stop happening. So finally, I wrote Kick Support. Okay? And I'm going to be honest, because you know I'm an honest guy. Kick Support didn't help me at all. The people who work at Kick Support...
The people got his email at Kick, and they were like, suffer, Dark Side Phil. Fuck you. We're not helping you.
Are line-level people who sit probably in a call center-style office, and all they do is read form letter responses, or they pass off this
yeah, we have to establish the necessary gym.
For the most part, just like all customer support
and donation support to do this job.
Kick Support is there to get you.
He's an honest guy.
Off the line.
How many times he scammed his audience? Honest guys don't scam their audience.
Probably how they're judged, their criteria. Did you get that customer to stop talking to you in the shortest amount of time?
Danger, Will Robinson.
Say,
we need gin and donations. You know the vaping pig, yes.
So basically, I contacted the Kick Support. I explained the whole situation. At the same
even
time,
with their
I
issues,
also
they
sent
still
one to
did
tech
well.
support, because there's 2 different things you can send logs to. You go to regular support or tech support. So Kick Support immediately responds to me like within 5 minutes and is like, well, can you send us screenshots of what you're talking about? Sure. So I sent a screenshot.
I'm an honest guy. He's a liar's tick. Yes.
The screen showing that this stream was still running, even though I wasn't
that
broadcasting.
reminds me.
Okay. Then I sent a screenshot of my actual Kick dashboard showing that it said I was streaming live and all of that. And I said, I assure you guys, I'm not streaming. I'm not doing anything. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it says I'm streaming when I'm not. Yeah, I know. People are saying my shirt's not even. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more like that. I don't know. It's like not even or something. Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. All right. I didn't make the shirt. Okay. So anyway,
talk about I
send these screenshots.
I forgot to mention, Arlene, our wonderful moderator, just reminded me we're trying to start a clips channel and it's going so slow over there. I have pinned in the live chat on YouTube, so it's right at the top, our Truth Seekers Clips channel. If you haven't already, please go over there and subscribe and just put in the live chats, I subscribed in all capital letters. And I'll give you a big shout out and a thank you. And if you're in the Kick chat, same thing. I put subscribe to our new Clips channel here. If you go over there and subscribe, just put I subscribed in all capital letters and I'll give you a big shout out and a thank you. We need to get more subscribers over there. It's another one of those things. Didn't think it would be so tough to get a brand new channel monetized, but it's been 5 years since I've had to do that. It has been a tough slog. I think we're only at 525 over there right now. So we need massive watch time, but we also need another 475 subscribers. We're going to be we have some of our best bits from Truth Seekers on the Clips channel. Please go over there and subscribe. Let me know you did. I'll give you a big shout out and a thank you.
So now I'm relaxing with my wife. It's late at night. I was in the office an extra like 40 minutes trying to figure this out and I couldn't. So already I've wasted a whole lot of time on this.
He's wasted a whole 40 minutes.
And I didn't get anywhere with it. Okay. So then I said, well, what are we going to do? I'm going to wait for support to get back to me. So I spent some time with my wife. And then as I'm about to go to sleep, I check my email. They'd emailed me back. Okay, so can you now send us screenshots showing us evidence of what you're talking about? I said, that's what I just did. So I came into the office and I took screenshots again. All right. And I sent them different ones because the thing is on the mobile app versus the desktop, they look different. It's the same data, but it looks different. So I took a different screenshot. I sent it again. I tried to like step by step explain to them how it works. Like, this is how it works. This is the queue. This is where it shows my archive stream. This is when it says if it's running or if it's done or if it's been validated. This is showing if I'm live or not. And this, you know, you got to talk to them like they're a 4-year-old because they don't know anything. They literally just sit in an office and have like step-by-step instructions of how to do things. They don't understand the site. So I'm trying to explain to them, here's how it works, right? So then they respond back to me again. Now it's like the middle of the night. And they go, oh, well, we don't see what you're talking about anymore. But we do know that yesterday when you were streaming, there were site-wide issues with viewer counts. The viewer counts were glitched across the entire site, and therefore that's going to affect things, okay? So I said, what do they mean? I don't understand what they're saying. So I came back in here in the middle of the night and I checked. It had seemed to resolve itself. So finally, it was like ridiculously long. I mean, I had stopped streaming at what, like 10? So this was like maybe like 12, 1 in the morning. So 3+ hours.
Oh my God.
Now the stream didn't say it was streaming anymore. Okay.
The audience doesn't need to know all of this, Phil. Like, he really has nothing to talk about.
But now it had said
nothing outside of his Hugbox streaming world.
Your stream ended, validated that your stream actually only ran 5 hours rather than like 11, which is what it had said on the page, and you have earned $0 for your stream.
Hey, Eagle Eric
So I wrote back and I
VA
said,
subscribed. So big shout out and thank you. G McFly
telling me that I'm not
subscribed.
getting any earnings for
Big
anything
shout out
I
and thank
streamed
you. Troy
yesterday.
Troll
$0.
subscribed. Big shout out and thank you.
This is obviously not correct. Can you look into it? And they said, oh no, it's all correct. You know, our viewer data was wrong and your payment is based on viewer data.
Sneeburger Syndrome, you get a shout out anyway. Shout out to
pay
Sneeburger Syndrome. Thank you. This is so bad.
Now, at the end of the day, it's actually not
what
a
a
big
pointless
deal.
topic.
It's
yes.
1 day's revenue. And I didn't have a giant stream yesterday where I had thousands of viewers and I was going to make big bucks or anything.
Tim Curley, not yet, but I'm going to add that one. Thanks for reminding me.
It's our problem. We screwed up. We acknowledged that the view counts were wrong yesterday and we had site bugs. But by the way, because of that, we're not
Yeah,
paying.
the PWR is crashing out because his bump went away and now his views are in the shitter and he's blaming the detractors.
Think about that for a second. Let me think about how well that would hold up in court. Not that it matters. Again, and I actually did respond back and I said, listen, I don't care about the lost day. I really don't. It's not a big deal. I'm actually grateful that you guys are even paying me in the partner program. I don't give a shit.
So this is what it boils down to. He's not upset that Kick had problems. He's upset that they may not have counted his money right, and he might lose $7. That's what he's upset about.
Today. But I need to know that this issue won't happen again. Please forward this to your tech team. And that's where we left it. Now, the entire question here is, I wonder,
They said they're not
did
paying
the actual
him.
issue
Yeah.
on my stream get resolved because I also had emailed tech support? Now, they never responded, but maybe someone in tech support looked at it and said, oh, crap, this is a glitch stream, and just ended it on their end, right?
I'm just
And
commenting
then
on
it's
what
good.
I've heard has been going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what actually ended the
Salty
stream, because it
Pub
was running
is
for
a
over like
subscriber
12
over
hours,
on
and I
the
couldn't
Clips
end it.
channel. Thank you. And we'll check in with the Kick chat.
My problem here is
See
I
if
don't know
any
what's going to
Kick
happen again.
subscribers went over
It
there.
very well may happen again where it shows that I'm online. I'm not online. There were people that were very
Yes, he
confused.
also lost money
They were
for
coming by saying it
Viewbots.
says you're live.
Yes.
What are you broadcasting?
This is great
Wait, there's
gaming
nothing here.
content from DMT.
People, I guess,
says
had gotten a notification
working
that I was
class
live. I thought,
viewer.
oh, he's still live, so they were joining, and there was nothing there. Okay? And I do want to say thank you because
All right, Diaper Fur 1488 subscribe. Thank you. Big shout out.
last night when I was
Thank
doing all
you.
this technical
Anybody else
troubleshooting
over there,
that went
Kick?
nowhere,
Go over and subscribe to the Clips channel.
actually
Help us
gifted
out.
6 subs to the channel
$7 is
while
half
I
a
was
bottle
doing
of
the
gin.
troubleshooting, and then someone did a
Of course,
$20
he's
tip.
upset. Yeah.
So thank you guys. I mean, I appreciate you. I guess they were
PWR
just
might be on
around,
Coke again.
and they saw
Holy
that I was
jeez.
having issues, and they kind of felt
The
bad
other
or
product
something, so they
gaming
tossed
real
some
already
support, and I'm
sub.
like,
Well, big
thanks.
shout out
I
and
mean,
thank you for subbing. I
obviously,
appreciate it.
you know, it's not a normal situation.
Suppa
You didn't have
Phil
to do
says
that,
Zoomer Dylan.
but it was very nice of them to support the stream when I was having this pain in the ass time last night. Okay, so is there a resolution? Well, as I said, as of right now,
The resolution is
Okay.
he lost $7, and that's a half a bottle of gin. That's why he's upset.
it says I have over 60 viewers. It says that I'm broadcasting. It says I'm multi-streaming. It seems that everything is being tracked and working properly from what I can see. But it doesn't
Suffer
necessarily
Phil's
mean
wallet.
anything.
Yes, Suffer
Because
Phil's wallet.
At first, it looked correct yesterday, too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going to happen here. Hopefully,
Yeah, he was supposed
it
to
will
go on
work, and
Alien
we don't have any
Scientist, but they
errors.
didn't.
If we have errors
I don't
today,
know why
I just saw I
they
put a
didn't do
pinned
it.
message in Kick Chat today. Said in advance, I apologize for any technical issues. I hope there's none. But
He'll be
I don't
sending his
know
wife to DoorDash on
what's
top of
gonna
a job
happen
to pay his bills in a
with
year.
that.
Yeah.
If people gift subs on Kick, I might not see them, and I might not shout them out right away. I might go to end the stream, and then
Polar
it won't end.
Express.
I don't know. I hope everything works fine.
Yeah, he hopes he
And,
gets
I
his
mean, it is a
$7
bummer
from Kick
that
for
I tried to
tomorrow's
get help from
stream.
Kick
Yes.
support, and essentially they wouldn't help me. And then they said, "Oh, by the way, we're also
And
not
how the fuck does he become a Kick partner? I guess I'm just an affiliate. Like, how do I get to become a partner? I don't know.
paying you because of a tech issue on our end." Like, how does that work exactly? Right?
Oh, see,
But
listen.
again, it's not a big deal.
Oh, they're not paying me because they had tech issues. How is that fair? Well,
All right, I'm not.
shit
It's
happens.
not like, oh my
bro.
god, it's the end of the world. I would have been pissed if that happened like during my marathon last week, where I was broadcasting all day and I had tons of views and actually made some decent money on that
He didn't have tons of views.
stream. Then I would be upset. But in this case, hopefully it's just the one day, and now they did fix it, and hopefully this is something that they can fix again. Like if it does happen again, I could write them.
Yeah,
another
it's
report
criminal.
and they can have the tech
Phil
team
has a
stop the
partnership and
stream
I
or
don't.
whatever.
Fuck Phil. He doesn't need
but
the
I hope
money.
so,
I
no.
do. I have
I
children
hate
to feed.
technical issues like this because it's not my
He's
control.
got a
You know me,
wife to
I'm the kind of
feed.
guy I like to
But
control the
honestly,
situation. I like to be sure that everything that I'm doing is,
all right.
with
This is going to sound crude, but I'm sure it costs more to feed Phil's wife than it costs to feed my 2 children. They don't eat that much. I'm sure it costs him more to feed his wife, so maybe he does need the money more than I do.
in the confines of what I want to do,
Fat
when I want
cat.
to do it. I like having a set schedule. I like having everything working. I don't like having things out of the realm of control. And it drives me nuts. It actually is still bothering me right now that I
That's his tism talking. People with autism, if you modify their schedule, they lose their fucking mind. Or if unexpected things happen, they lose their mind.
don't know how to fix it if it happens again. Like, I don't care if the tech glitch happens, but if I have a way to fix it myself, so that way I don't have to worry and rely on others to fix the shit, you know what I mean? But I can't. Like, there's nothing I can do, and I don't even know what's caused it. So,
Great board meeting, Phil.
I guess we'll see what happens.
This is some great
All right.
video
Hopefully
game
nothing.
content right here.
Let's find out. Apologies that it
Fucking
was so confusing
25.
yesterday.
It's like 25 minutes of him complaining because he lost $7 on Kick. This motherfucker.
And hopefully we don't have this ongoing issue today. Okay? Cool.
Oh, thank God. Thank God, friends. We made it through. Oh, we have a familiar DSP, so we'll share this one. Familiar DSP, this is the latest. Go on over and subscribe to Lichero, who makes the best animations of Darkside Phil I've ever seen. Well, him and Pixar Animation make the best. So we'll take a moment to check in with the Kick chat. Yeah, he was up all night worrying about losing a few bucks on Kick, says Dragon Cat 2. Absolutely. This is a good episode. Pixar is great. Yes. $7 dents. I'm suing Kick for check notes and 1 sub. Yeah. It's not a big deal, but he bitched about it for 25 minutes because he lost $7 whole on Kick that day. He's really not happy. Let's get into this, friends. So realistic. Insert coin.
Oh, here's one I haven't tried. Familia DSP. I guess I'll give it the old college try.
Meaningful looking tunnel. Yes.
Okay. What's so strange?
Oh, here, I'll make it a little bigger.
Meaningful style tunes?
Oh, look, he's gonna fall down the chasm again.
What the? It's some sort of underground recording studio. What the hell is happening?
Yeah,
Can
why
I
is he making
attack,
a big deal?
please?
Yeah.
What the fuck? A whole bunch of Pepes attacked me.
Loser side Phil can't beat a game? Not surprised.
Do you know what it's like to have all this money, Phil? We
I
can
don't
play
think
the
that thing's
arcade all
ever
day,
gonna
every day.
work.
I'm trying to focus on the
vaping
game.
thing.
I don't
think
care
it'll ever
about
get
money.
I
working.
bet the poor guy just spent his last quarter.
Oh,
Nah,
that's
I just
Tito,
got bored.
boys.
About to head home, actually.
Whoa, buddy! Let's beat all these high scores.
Let's do it.
Sorry about that, brother Phil. We own the arcade today, so you can take your pale ass out of here.
Oh,
Catch the
shit.
casino at the arcade on the next Familia DSP episode.
The average professional waits
Oh,
over 3
hold
hours
on.
a day on manual.
I'm sorry. This was a viewer request. So I did not mirror this one. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. I apologize. I did not mirror that one. So, oh, look at that. Rustin Rourke with another 10 True Seekers memberships. Very, very kind and generous. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your generosity and support. Big support tonight from Rustin Rourke. That's how you do it, friends. And all these people got free memberships. Sean Gonzalez, thanks to Rustin Rourke. Jimmy Tchaikovsky, Egyptian Princess, Apophis Studios TTV, Tolkien Study. Spectre Cat got a free membership thanks to Rustin Rourke. Chris Johansson got a free membership thanks to Rustin Rourke. Bud Sidewinder got a free membership. Bob got a free membership. And nobody got a free membership thanks to Rustin Rourke. Very, very kind and generous of you, Rustin Rourke. You're the MVP of gifted memberships tonight. And I just want to take a moment to thank you and say, suffer, Phil. Suffer. See, that's how you do it. I didn't do the super beggar sampler begging, but we still got memberships because kind and generous people like Rustin Rourke heard the call of the goal. So suffer, Phil.
Suffer, Phil. Suffer.
Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Thank God Almighty. Praise the cash. And here's another one for you, Salty DSP.
Sure it is.
So gay, Rustin Rourke. He's so gay.
I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. We're totally gay.
Yes, and one more. The toilet grease.
How can we hire this guy? Don't do it, Phil.
Phil,
Don't do it, Phil.
Phil,
Think better of it. This is a
Phil.
job interview, Phil.
Phil, I'm gonna put a
Chill.
B in my H. Please stop.
You're not doing this, you know,
I can't.
10
I
times a
can't
day.
watch
It's not
this.
gonna clog up a pipe.
Phil, at least dilute it with dish soap.
No.
At least
Safest
dilute
thing
it
to
with
do
dish
is
soap,
bacon
Phil.
grease.
Anything.
Phil, it's okay if
No.
you just put the dish soap
No!
No.
Potatoes.
in. It looks disgusting. Holy. Oh.
Oh yeah, look at that shit in my trash. Oh, that looks
The
delightful, doesn't it?
casino toilet.
Done.
Now, the other thing.
Oh, we have to find a plumber now? The
Oh
pipes.
my god, is that next week's show? The plumber show?
Oh.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it's a wonder one of his toilets doesn't work, right? But thank you, Rustin Rourke. Very, very kind and generous of you. We appreciate you. And thanks for appreciating us. And Cave Teeth with one for the goal. The fact that he was worried about his shirt being uneven is so insane and autistic for me. Yeah, it really is. Like, isn't there better things to worry about? But he was upset. But praise to Cash anyway. And thank you, Cave Teeth, who's also a big show supporter.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
It's slightly less dangerously low, thanks to all Rustin Rourke and all of you people, Cave Teeth. And we've got another one for the goal. Cootie the Kid 07. He wasn't worried about kick. It was a means to beg. Yeah, he was worried about the money that he lost, right? He was not worried about the, yeah, that's what he was worried about, the $7. But thank you, Cootie the Kid 07, who's also a big show supporter.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
It is a little insane. Thank you guys for the support. And 1 second, we'll continue our journey through Familia DSP.
Nah, I just got bored. About to head home, actually.
Whoa, buddy! Let's beat all these high scores.
Let's do it.
Sorry about that, Brother Phil. We own the arcade today, so you can take your pale ass out of here. Catch the casino at the arcade on the next Familia DSP episode.
Yes!
Do you suffer from shooting leg pain, restlessness, or cramps?
I thought that was a real commercial for a
Shooting
second.
From your toe to the top of your vertebrae? Get the Lexercise Pro. It will get that circulation and momentum for your muscles going. And Lexercise has some of the most advanced technology and allows you to leave midstream to go for a simulated style walk. Call the number below to pre-order 2 Lexercise Pros.
Call 800-465-1729 to get your Lexercise
Yeah, that was something else, seeing
Pro
that, Blazing Man.
today.
This is something else. The detractors have
Welcome
so much
to
more
Doubt
talent
Real
than
Estate,
Phil.
where we extend olive branches to the max reach. There are many creatures here in Goutville. You can even hunt bison in front of your home and make bison burgers. You can sleep, digest, and create robust content. The kitchen is rustic with easy access for cats to access the counter and participate in family board game nights and other activities.
Looks like my
2
idea of
showers
hell.
don't work, and the
Suburban
bathroom
hell.
upstairs is busted.
My suburbs
Also,
aren't too
free
bad, but
spacious
some of them are
bedrooms, so you and
so
your wife can
shitty, I hate
occupy
them.
2, and your wife's boyfriend
Yeah,
can
so
stay
much
in the 3rd
creativity and
bedroom
so much
to
effort.
do meaningful
Yeah.
activities with your wife.
Call back to Bison Burgers, yep.
Are you looking for total isolation from the world around you? Then get your ass to Gout Estates as soon as humanly possible.
On the next Familia
Yeah, nothing next to
DSP, we
Phil
are
will be
taking a trip
Bourbon.
into the Snort Fort.
Philip Paul Burnell called in claiming he's received threatening emails.
Catherine, I just want to give you a heads up that I got fucked up emails.
I don't know why he's just staring at me.
Why the fuck is the detector going off?
Listen to the conversation I had with the guy.
Miss Whitney, I need you to open this gate.
A look into how Phil operates his household.
Watch out for creatures and look out for loser troll detractors. Catherine, you awake?
Watch as Phil has trouble coming to his senses.
Holy shit, duty is here.
Phil, what the hell is going on?
Duty alert! Duty alert!
Shit, I dozed off for a second. What in the...
Catch an all-new Familia DSP this Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Style Time.
All right, Gabby from Vegas, let's go ahead and pack
Oh, here we go. 1 second. We'll skip that and bring it right back. I apologize. I did not have time to... this was a viewer request, so I did not mirror this to prevent the ads. Chill fun. I like that he has a shirt that says chill fun. All right, now 220.
You have a code 220.
Look at all the cameras on his house. I bet you he really does have that many cameras on his house because he's a little paranoid.
No, I don't want any police to drive by my residence. God, these dumbass cops, they're completely useless.
Phil, what's going on?
Catherine, I just want to give you a heads up that I got fucked up emails.
What kind of emails?
I got this detractor detector from Walmart,
detector?
we're going to see if it works. Because I know these brain-dead fucks are after me.
Ah, looks like today is going to be a nice day. Maybe I could hit up the gym after my shift today. BSP here, talk to me.
Officer
Roadside
looks
Phil.
like we got a call from a subject claiming to be in an emergency.
Give me the details, Ms. Whitney.
A Philip Paul Burnell called in
This
claiming
is very
he
good.
received threatening emails. He said he
So
wanted the
realistic.
police to drive
This is
by
high
him.
effort
That's
content.
strange. He's claiming to be a victim, correct?
He's claiming to be a victim of online harassment. I say we drive
Yes,
by his
220.
residence.
Send a patrol right now to scope out the perimeter of the home. I'll be there shortly.
Yes, he does. They get, people who are already big get bigger.
Detective Chris Edwards, you
Mouth
have a
looks like
visual on the
an
subject's
asshole
phone.
that got a stroke.
House is over this fence. It's a dead end. I couldn't get into the private community, Miss Whitney.
Copy that.
Miss Whitney, I need you to open this gate.
Should be opening in a few seconds.
By the way, Miss Whitney, did you see that this guy makes $120,000 to $150,000 a year sitting on his ass playing video games?
That's crazy. Clearly, I'm in the wrong line of business.
Clearly you are, Miss Whitney.
We're
You
going
should
into
listen
the
to the
snort
conversation I had with
fort.
the
Yes,
guy.
Dave T. We're going into the snort fort. I like how he has protein powder.
I don't know why he's just staring at me.
I told these fucking cops not to come to my living quarters. Why the fuck is the detector going off? Fucking cops, you tell them one thing and they do the complete opposite. Hey, a cheeseburger.
Officer BSP, you'll need to stay overnight just to make sure everything is kosher. We don't know if this guy is holding someone hostage in a toxic environment. Just telling you now, you're assigned to a 24.
Welp, there goes my plans.
Oh, you gotta do a stakeout, BSP.
Cat?
I bet you he sounds a lot like that while he's sleeping, for sure.
What the hell? This is going crazy. Let me go check.
Duty alert! Uh-oh.
Hey, what the? Holy shit! Oh my god, Cat! Detractors!
Phil, are you insane? I don't see anything.
They were just here!
Suffolk DSP!
Shit, I dozed off for a second. Where's that music coming from? Miss Whitney, I think an urban-style individual just went into Phil's house.
Urban-style
Could be the
individual.
neighbors.
By the way, Miss Whitney, can you play back the phone call Phil did to 911?
What was the case number?
21-532.
911. What is your emergency?
Yeah, I got these fuckheads threatening me over email, and I need you to do something about it without coming to my residence.
Phil, I think it would be better if you slept downstairs. I have work in the morning.
I guess I'll get better sleep here.
That being said, there's a lot of callbacks and Easter eggs in these things. Very well done.
Oh my
Good
God.
job, Luchero. Great job.
What in the fuck is that sound?
Yeah. Shit, Tyrone.
What the hell is that damn sound? Gonna have to go check the camera for detractors.
Down from the rafters.
God, this thing is getting annoying.
Duty alert. Yeah.
Oh no! They're in front of the house! Cat! The detractors, they're outside!
Phil, can you knock?
Oh, sorry, Cat.
Come on and Phil.
Catherine, I saw Duty and that Caucasian man with an afro.
Phil, I think you've gone completely
She's in bed with the black dude.
insane. You're seeing things that aren't real.
Yeah. Phil, crazy motherfucker.
They'll prove you all wrong, you'll all see. By the way, you guys aren't ordering DoorDash behind my back, are you?
No.
I would never.
Because if you did, I'd be
This
seriously
is
hurt.
Keno, yeah.
Big Mac
This is
large combo
totally
and 2
Keno.
ice cream cones, please.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
It had to be done. Then people wonder why I don't shop at Walmart.
Phil, you need to clean Jasper's litter box.
Got a rendezvous in my office. What the fuck are the cops still doing here?
Do you have any significant updates on the Burnells?
I mean, there's a lot. Oh, we have detectable movement. Mrs. Burnell is walking outside with a full litter box.
Let's wrap this up. Go ahead and drive by it once more.
Copy that, sweetheart.
You know he makes her do that, right?
Hello,
He makes
good
her
morning,
do that
miss.
shit.
Oh, hi,
I'm
good morning.
sure of it.
Why don't you just throw the dirty litter away and keep the litter box?
My husband says it's easier to just get a new one at PetSmart every 2 weeks. So we just throw it and take it later to the weekly dump trip.
Sounds like a big waste of money. That's what that sounds like.
Look at them chopping it up out there. Well, better get back to the kitchen for breakfast.
Jesus.
Where were you,
Christ.
Catherine?
Oh, I was just taking out the litter box.
No, I saw you talking to that muscular officer-style individual.
He just told me it was a waste.
I swear, if you were flirting with him, I'm doing a Stellar Blade playthrough tomorrow.
Phil, it wasn't like
Jimmy
that.
Jean's breakfast burritos. Part of your delicious style breakfast.
Philip, are you okay?
Oh my god.
Phil, what's wrong with your eyes?
She must like black dudes. His wife must love the BBC. You know what I mean? The BBC. It's hard, man.
Fuck you, Tevin.
Ow, Phil.
Oh my God! Phil's gone insane. I need you to call this in Miss Whitney.
All units, we have a 220 at mid to upscale condominium.
It's a 220 alert, friends. Officer style individual. Great job. Great job, Luchero with Familia DSP. Yes.
And his house
What a great job.
as well
Corbin
as
described
Jasper
to
Kinney.
Luchero.
They eat, drink, stream, and I guess just go eat again all day, and sometimes they go run errands. 6 days a week, hashtag full time. He sits up in his room. The two cats are
Even the
left
music is
all
good.
alone. I
Good
guess
job,
she'll just
Luchero.
call
Big up.
Tyrone. Living it up in Renton. Living it up in Renton. Living it up in Renton.
Another banger, yeah.
Luchero's Familia
Yeah,
DSP.
Corey Hogan's.
Luchero's Familia DSP. Luchero's Familia DSP. Living it up in Renton. Never going out. Living it up.
Like that.
Living
Never
it
going
up
out.
in
Yeah.
Renton, but always pulling Hogas.
Yes, he is. That's awesome.
Strap in, LARPers. It's resurgence time. Luchero's Familia DSP.
Living it up in Renton, friends. Oh, there we have it. That was awesome. That was awesome. Thanks for the suggestion. And I'm glad that we could throw that in. I kind of forgot about that one. We play every one here. Boy, I always say like that Phil can say whatever he wants about the detractors, but he he did put me in. He put me in the last one where I was Principal Cambian at DSP school, if you remember that one. Yeah, I'm already in one. And that was an honor. Like, I love it I love being cartooned, right? I showed my son that I was in a cartoon. He was so impressed. My 8-year-old was so impressed. He's like, "Wow, Dad, you're famous." I'm like, "Not really, but it's still cool becoming a cartoon, right?" Blazing Man said that's my favorite episode. Yeah, your interview felted him so badly. I really thought that we were going to wreck his whole grift, though. I'm surprised. He just shook it off and kept begging, right? That is so Kino. Yes, Shatter. This one was very Kino. Everyone have a good day except for Phil. Yeah, fuck Phil. So we've done our due diligence, friends. I am going to bounce on out of here. And I was looking at the clock and I was like, oh my God, have we been here that long? No, we haven't. We haven't. We've only been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. But the rest of the week, I start my show at 7 p.m. But on Thursday, I start at 9 because I need time to run some errands for the cabin on Thursday night before I leave tomorrow. So I was like, wow, we've been here. No, we haven't been here that long. But time does fly while you're having so much fun. I will say that. And I, of course, had a great deal of fun tonight, and I hope you did as well. So we're going to bounce on out of here. We've got another marathon planned, 12-hour, 11 and 12-hour, between 11 and 12-hour best of for Friday, for Saturday, and for Sunday, and maybe even Monday. I haven't decided if I'm going to start next week on Monday or Tuesday, but be sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at Stephen Cambian, X or Twitter. That's the best place to know when I'll be live next. We always announce it a little bit before it actually comes. We want to take a moment to thank you, kind and generous benefactors, you YouTube channel members, you Patreon supporters, people buying me a coffee, people sending PayPal pledges, Kick subscribers, people gifting Kick subscribers, you people gifting YouTube memberships. Very, very kind and generous of all of you. So yeah, we've done our due diligence. I got a lot to do at the cabin. I got to go get some plywood, and then I'm starting on rebuilding. We have this trailer next to the cabin, which is tiny, and but what happened is that the vents were left open in the roof. There's two vents in the roof, one in the bathroom and one in the main room of the trailer. And I didn't know the vents were open for the whole winter. So basically the whole trailer got wrecked. Like the whole floor is wrecked. Yeah, they want me back for a Wilcock update. I'm going to be hard at work on I got to get all the clips together for them. Who's the marathon about? This week it's about David Grush, the whistleblower that made huge headlines, but now has not provided any evidence of his out-of-this-world claims for some 700 and I think 10 days now. So yeah, I think it was just to have Steve back in general. Yeah, well, the Wilcock stuff is the funniest stuff. For those that don't know, David Wilcock was a guy that was on Ancient Aliens, and he is suffering a slow descent into madness. And David Wilcock from Ancient Aliens fame, you could watch our last couple of shows. He's claiming that I stole $7,000 out of his bank account. He said I got him swatted. I'm terrorizing him, and I'm going to get the death penalty. It is wild, friends. It is totally wild. Oh, and I also sent death threats. I'm sending people bombs in the mail. He's just losing his fucking mind. And I think I'm really largely responsible for that, because up until I started paying close attention to his scams, he was able to just scam people on the internet with nobody pushing back. And he says I'm terrorizing him. I guess I'm terrorizing him with the truth. We have exposed a whole bunch of his previous scams, as well as his latest scam, which is that the Archangel Michael is giving him secret sacred prophecies. And the angel told him to sell that stuff to morons on the internet for $333. But all his predictions and prophecies keep failing, so it's pretty obvious he's not talking to angels. His former producer of his television show, Cosmic Disclosure, that was after he was on Ancient Aliens, worked with them for years and is convinced that David Wilcock is channeling demons, not angels. So there's that. It's just a crazy, crazy story. And I never would have thought, yes, he made me a supervillain, and I'm responsible for everything going wrong in his life. Yeah, I'm a part of an organization and I'm being sued. He's getting me arrested. I may get the death penalty. Um, it's really crazy. No, he didn't hijack my stream. No, but it is what it is. It's just one of those. I never would have thought when I was watching Ancient Aliens back in the day that one of the guys on there would be accusing me of grand theft and terrorism and sending bombs in the mail and getting people swatted. Like, of course, none of this shit is true. Basically, what David Wilcock is calling me a PDF file, a Satan worshiper. He's just trying to demonize me so that if the morons that he's extracting money from on the internet find my show, they won't believe me. But we have evidence. He's got his feelings. He literally said he sat in a bathtub in his own piss and he asked the angel Michael, who's doing this? Who stole the money from my bank account? And the angel, the voice in his head, said, Stephen, Stephen, Stephen. So he went live and told everybody that I stole $7,700 from his bank account. But funny, he hasn't filed any police reports for death threats, for terrorism, for stealing money, for sending bombs in the mail. He didn't file any police reports. So I think it's just theater for his Dumb as Rocks followers, right? It's just one of those things. So we've done our due diligence. I got to tell you this. Every once in a while, I get a little down on doing the show. You know, you get worn out, you get beat up, you get tired. It's rough doing this day in, day out. But this week, I really feel rejuvenated and re-energized. Like I had fun every show this week. We had Links on. We had this incredible guest talking about Stephen Greer and free energy. And yesterday we had Jay Widener. So please do check out those latest live streams. All of the shows that we've done in the past week have been really, really good. And tonight is no exception. I've had a great week this week of feeling re-energized and not so, it gets to be a grind sometimes. You're like, oh, what are we going to do a show on this week? I try not to let my, if I do feel that way, reflect on the show, just try to keep energy up and, yeah, Blazing Man said, Steve, the shows have been amazing this week. Good. I'm glad that you've enjoyed them. And big shout out and thanks to Spooky, who booked one of the guests, because that's the hardest. Booking, especially a brand new guest, is impossible. There's so much back and forth and trying to work it out. And Spooky did that all, just handed me a great show. So teamwork makes the dream work. And big shout out and thanks to Arlene, our wonderful chat room moderator, who is always here making sure you guys behave. But I think most people do. But we do have an occasional asshole that she has to deal with, right? Great shows. Thanks for the overtime. Yeah, unlike Darkside Phil, I deliver more than I promised. We didn't hit the goal tonight, but we still did the overtime goal, at least one of them. So it is what it is. Yes, Jason was a fun guest. I agree. So we've done our due diligence both for tonight and for the week. It's kind of like Friday night for me. So I'm going to go have a few beers and really try to keep it to just a few tonight because I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. I've got a 2 to 3 hour drive to the cabin. I've got to go get some plywood to rebuild this trailer, which is really for my wife's family to come and stay in. She's got a huge family and they literally fight over the weekends. There's only so many weekends in the summer and everybody wants to come up and everybody's got, her sisters all have husbands and they all have kids and it's tough cramming them all in. I really need to think about building a guest cabin that can accommodate but I want to build like a bunkhouse, just like a little, I don't know, like maybe 16 by 16 building that has just bunk beds in it, and like a little kitchen, I guess. I don't know. We need to make that place bigger. I am actively trying. There's a vacant lot of land next to my cabin, and I've been trying to buy it. It seems like the owners may finally be ready. It's been in their family forever, but they came and they cleaned off. They came and they took these old trailers that were on it away, and now it's just an empty lot. So my wife and I sent them a letter. We haven't heard back yet, but I heard through another neighbor that they were asking if I was still interested, maybe. And yes, we are. If we get that little plot of land, I will build my wife's family a guest cabin because it's too crammed in. That trailer's tiny. Like if I showed you the trailer, just think of the smallest solid, not pop-up camper you could think of. You know, the kind that you could tow with any car. It really sleeps, I guess, two, but they cram their daughter in there. People cram their kids. I don't know. But the trailer's a mess and the floor's all soggy, so I have to rip the whole floor out and put a new floor in, and it's going to be a project, but I get started on that this weekend. My great friend Matt is at the cabin. He's my neighbor and he's like my best friend. That guy, he's been emptying a dehumidifier for me all week because putting the new floor in will go better if we run that dehumidifier and dry the whole thing out. It's going to be a whole thing. You better get those boys out fishing at least a few times. Every weekend that we're there, we go fishing. And we have a fishing tournament for the summer. Whoever catches the most fish gets a trophy. And my youngest son, Xavier, has won 2 years in a row now. So this year, I got to do better. When is the shot stream? I don't know. We'll think about that, Kevin, and get back to you. So we've done our due diligence. I want to once again thank all of you for your kindness, generosity, and support. It is much, much appreciated. And I will be returning sometime next week. I don't know, Monday, I think, but maybe Tuesday. So follow me on Twitter to know for sure. I may be checking in at the cabin on the marathon stream. And by the way, don't be shy with those super chats. I know they're replays, and I can't thank you on the screen when you send a super chat. But the first live show back, we'll read every super chat. We'll thank anybody for gifted memberships. And just so everybody's aware, those long marathon streams are only on our YouTube channel. If you're listening in audio podcast land, we love and appreciate you, but you're missing half the fun. So go on over to YouTube and put Truth Seekers, one word in the search bar. You'll see me, a strange guy with sunglasses, pop up. Go to the channel, smash the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and you'll know when we're doing a special event, marathon, or a live stream. You are most welcome. So that's all I got for you, friends. Until next time, my name is Stephen Cambian. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Dark corners of the night, secrets hidden from the light. Whispers turn to screams, shattering all your dreams. Eyes wide open now, truth you can't disavow.